Hi, everybody. Welcome to Neon Goblin's Scary Halloween One-Shot. I am James Baxter. I'm here with my friends Alex.
Hello.
Jimmy.
What's up?
Kevin.
Hello.
Desmond.
Hello.
And, of course, Morgan. How are you doing tonight, players? You doing well?
Doing great.
Is everybody in
Conscious.
everybody in a spoopy mood?
Much excited.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, we got a lot of things to do tonight, but first, Morgan, why don't you give us the business?
Oh, I love giving people the business, let me tell you. Well, first and foremost, as always, we want to thank our fantastic returning sponsors, Roll20. For anyone who is unfamiliar, Roll20 is a system-agnostic virtual tabletop that comes fully loaded at all membership levels with all the tools and features you need to make your virtual game just as immersive and engaging as the ones you're used to having at home. Additionally, if you subscribe to their Pro Tier membership, you get free assets every month, which can range from everything from lighting packs, tabletop maps, to tokens, and everything in between. So, if you're interested in learning more about our fantastic sponsor, head on over to roll20.net and see all that they have to offer. Additionally, follow-up announcement that we are so excited for, coming up in November, is our second 24-hour one-shot for charity benefiting Extra Life. So if you are not familiar with Extra Life, they raise money through all sorts of tabletop gaming events to help children that are going through different medical crises, as well as supporting their families during that time. We are going to have a rotating cast of both DMs and players playing through a continuous storyline that will culminate midnight at the end of our 24 hours. So make sure you follow us on twitter.com/goblinneon to stay up to date on all the scheduling events. Yay!
Yeah, November 6th, 24 hours. Second time we're doing it. Our goal this time, by the way, is $2,000.
Yeah.
I think we raised $1,500 or something like that last year, so we're gonna go for $2,000 this year. If I supposedly we can put links in the chat now, so maybe we'll put that in there for our Extra Life donation page.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm sure players, you're going to be glad to hear that I did not write tonight's one shot.
Thank God.
So you were going to have to deal with, never mind. Anyway, instead, we're going to use a one-shot specifically written for the Halloween season by the Pocket Workshop. They are a group in Coventry, England, that they sell dice and miniatures at thepocketworkshop.co.uk. So go to their website and check them out. They were nice enough to give us permission to use this one shot tonight. It costs £5. What is that? $7.50 in US dollars. It's a delightful little one shot, and if you're looking for something to run for your group, you don't want to write it yourself, just jump online and grab this one. It is it's for 2 to 5 players, balanced for level 3. So, well, we'll see how that goes anyway. All right, so we ready to get started?
Yeah, you can throw some stank on it if we're having too easy a time.
Oh, don't worry, you know me.
Hush.
Whatevs.
Y'all, I'm playing my first druid tonight. I'm so excited.
Ooh.
Well, our story begins in the back of a carriage that is shaped like a pumpkin. It feels very rickety, and maybe this is its last trip ever. Wheels are, about to come off of this thing. But there are little paper skeletons and bats and things hanging from the roof. In the back of this carriage are 6 humanoids, let's say. And you each have a ticket in your hand that looks like this. It says, Night of Wayward Souls. Thrall inclusive package. 1 adult. Travel, food, drinks, events. So let's go around the carriage and introduce our characters. Who wants to go first?
Oh,
I can.
not everyone volunteer at once.
Kevin.
Yeah, go Kevin.
All right. So before you sits a diminutive, almost goblin-esque, but a little bit too tall to come off as a goblin, green old lady who's so bundled up in a long green dress and a big dirty looking cloak and a huge strange hat that you can barely even see any skin at all. And her name is Helga Damigataute Hirgerson. And she is from a long line of Damigataute Hirgersons, all of which have been roving investigators, getting into trouble and taking their rewards where they can. And she's here at the festival to find some lovely little trinkets for her grandbabies, don't you know?
I love her already. Okay, well, I can go next.
All right.
Probably seated near this fascinating tiny old lady is kind of a towering figure, a long haired with sort of this purplish tint to it, but then bluish gray furred furball woman who is kind of hunched over, even in a fairly spacious carriage, because she stands at just shy of 7 feet tall. She's very willowy in build and wears mostly leathers and hides, but you do see bits of metal worked into her clothing. She reads on first glance as a druid, so seeing metal on her is surprising, but she makes no effort to hide it. Her eyes are probably the most striking part of her appearance. Much like someone who is old and has cataracts in their eyes has sort of a milky white glaze to their vision, hers is instead kind of smoked over with a dark purplish blue haze. And if you get really close to her, you can see that there's little floating flecks of gold and silver that just sort of drift across the surface of the eye as if they're contaminant from some unknown source. She's got just a couple of simple weapons on her, but a very beautifully worked dark wooden staff that she's kind of holding close to her as she glances nervously about, kind of cuddled in on herself. And her name is Lorraine.
Okay. How about you, Alex? What's your character look like?
Okay, yeah. In front of you, you have this towering also creature. His name is Vladimir, and he is 6'2", big, muscular bookworm. Like, he is this minotaur, enormous, massive, but he is decked out in this 3-piece suit, because I'm cosplaying him right now. Very nerdy. Tinker fellow. He's got a lot of little tools and books with him and gadgets. And yeah, he's very intrigued by this invitation. Yeah.
Oh no, he's hot.
Hot boy Minotaur.
Yeah.
Jimmy, would you like to go next?
Sure. Seated before you, holding a long bow. That sounded funny. Dark hair, black hair, tan skin, green eyes, average height for a human. Really not much to script outside of that. Very quiet. has a very haunted look to his eyes. Has been not very talkative and just been sitting around taking in if anybody happens to be talking and listening intently, but doesn't really say much.
What's his name?
Marius. Sorry. Marius is his name.
Love it.
Last but not least.
My character is, his name is OCL, and he is a nut brown Haragon, 5 foot tall. He wears a bleached white skull mask, tells you that he is from a organization called the Gentle Fist, where he practices to ensure that there's peace within the realm here, unless, of course, there's need for other things. You see on his 2 hands where there would normally be more fur, there are 2 arcane sigils, one on either hand. They're a little bit different to represent his hand of heal and his hand of harm, as he is a Way of Mercy monk.
Love it. I have a very important question for you, Desmond. As a Haringan, does he have the perky ears or does he have floppy ears?
I went with perky ears. I was thinking floppy, but they get in the way of kung fu martial arts action there.
Maybe have a little hair tie on him, hold him up for a second. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. You could be
Oh,
droopy,
he'd be
but
a
you
man
got
bun with a man bun.
that would be hilarious.
That sounds painful.
Yeah.
There's a lot more nerves in ears than hair, or so I'm told.
True.
Well, there is a 6th person in the carriage with you who is wearing a sheet with eye holes cut out of it. Kind of like in Charlie Brown, maybe, you know? He is sitting on the bench and doesn't move a whole lot, and is not very tall. Like, the feet don't touch the ground. All you see are little sneakers poking out of the bottom of the sheet.
Do we know who this is?
No.
When they get on the carriage.
Whenever you did.
Okay.
Have they spoken at all?
No.
Your costume's pretty impressive, friend.
Are you talking to me?
I am.
Oh. Thank you. It was all I had laying around.
I can definitely understand that, but where are you off to?
Oh, I'm going to the Festival of the Night of Wayward Souls in Hallow's Inn. That's where you're going too, right?
It is. It's
the best night of the year. I'm so excited. Can you tell? He still
it's
hasn't moved.
Hard to tell. I'll be perfectly honest. But my name is OCL, and you are?
Oh, my name's Casper.
Oh, okay. Well met. And then I kind of like slide a little bit over away from him.
It doesn't happen to trigger any history or arcana checks, does it?
No.
Just wondering.
No.
As OCL slides away, Lorraine's gonna kind of just lean because she's too big to really maneuver around a lot, and just whisper down to Casper, "You seem like a pretty friendly little ghost. Have you been to this kind of event before?"
Yeah, I go every year.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Can you? I've never been. It's kind of my first time venturing out from home. Can you tell me a little more about what to expect? I'm terribly excited.
Oh, it's the best. They got games and food and candy. Do you want a piece of candy?
Oh, I'd love one. Yeah, thank you.
And the sheet billows a little bit, and a little bowl kind of slides across the seat, and it's got different colored candy inside of it.
Thank you. Which one's your favorite?
Oh, I like them all. I can't pick a favorite.
Right. Well, I'll just pick, and I'll just blindly pick one and pop one into my mouth.
Okay. Hang on, I have a thing for this.
Oh God! Already?
There's a fort save concept. What is this?
Stranger danger.
Roll a d20 for me.
Oh no! Okay. 11.
It tastes like pepper. And you feel a little sneezy.
This is unique. You like them all, you say.
Really sneezy. And when you
Sorry about
sneeze,
my hat off.
gumdrops come out of your nose.
Ooh. I don't
Does
think
that
that's
normally happen to you?
No, I can't say that it does.
You're not going to eat those, are you?
Strange candy.
I don't know how those got up there. I don't. And I kind of look over at Casper. Is he acting like embarrassed or surprised or anything?
He hasn't moved at all.
Could I take a piece of candy too?
Okay.
I'll reach in and grab one.
Okay.
Oh, I'd be careful.
You're just going to examine it.
Thank you.
Why don't you go and roll a d20 for me just for fun?
Four.
Okay. We'll keep that in mind for later if it comes up again.
Okay.
Does anyone else want a piece? They're really good.
No, thank you.
Helga's asleep. Helga has been fully asleep since the instant she sat down.
Okay.
If you start to feel bad, please let me know.
Okay, I think I should be all right. Just
I
a little,
don't really have anything for symptoms of things flying out of your nose.
Right. I'm gonna kind of lean down, and her bones kind of creak almost like a tree bending in the wind. And she's gonna pick up one of the little gumdrops that came out of her nose. I mean, is it tactile? Like, did she
Yeah.
actually sneeze out?
Yeah, it's, one appears to be lemon. Or is yellow anyway. And then the other one is purple.
Huh. Well, maybe the birds back home will like them.
Yeah, don't eat that.
I don't think. No, I'm not going to. Thank you, Casper, for sharing your very interesting candy with me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Are we about there, carriage driver?
The carriage. Right about then, the carriage
Ooh.
pulls into the outer's edge of Hallow's End, which is what you see on your map right now. So as you disembark, this is what you see in front of you. It's a quaint little town. There are buildings around. There's a building to the left, and there are little booths and tents set up. There's a wagon to your right, and it has a sign above it that says, I'm trying to remember the guy's name. I actually printed it out for once. Nathan Pine Needles Candy Shop.
This is a quaint little village.
As you begin to enter the village, a woman comes over to you. She is dressed like a witch, like a Halloween witch, right, with a big pointy hat, big flowing robes. She is probably a human from her looks, right? She is, let's say 5'4", 5'5", kind of middle-aged and plump, and she comes over with a big smile on her face. Welcome, are y'all here for the festival?
Yes.
Ma'am.
Oh, good, let me just see your tickets.
Sure. There you go.
She examines your tickets one by one, and
Helga's still asleep on the carriage. Is she woken up
I
during
guess
the course of this?
Yeah,
that depends.
Vladimir would wake
Oh.
Vladimir would wake Helga up. Like, Helga, we are here. You don't want to miss this.
What? What is going on?
You know the festival, the tickets.
Yeah, we're going to a festival. It's lovely.
We are here.
Oh,
to come.
why didn't anybody say so? And she, Helga standing up off the bench. When she sat on the bench, it was like a robot turning off. It was very subtle and quiet and simple. Her getting up off the bench is a production akin to like a full performance of Hamlet. It is, she like reaches behind her back and she's making like old lady noises the whole time and takes out a little cylinder that she flicks and extends into an entire wizard staff with a big spinny thing on the end of it. And she levers herself up and picks up her spell book and nestles it back in her cloak and like hustles off the thing, and she's clinking loudly the entire time she moves.
I think we've all been in a tour group with somebody like that.
And when she sees that the lady is dressed as a witch, she just immediately starts cackling silently. Which, I mean, silently as in she's verbally making no noise, but she does sound like someone shaking a bank vault.
Oh, I love this.
Well, we are so glad you're here. And behind you can see that there are people, a lot of people milling around between the booths and the tents. There is a gramophone sitting on a pedestal in the middle of the square here that's playing spooky music. Y'all are gonna really enjoy this festival, but first, why don't you come into the Four Shadows for a little history lesson?
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
And she motions over towards the tavern, which is up here.
I'm so sorry, man. I didn't get your name.
Oh, my name's Mira.
Mira? Like you look in the mirror?
I'm sorry. Why didn't I? Where are my manners?
I don't know. I could help you find them.
Oh, please do.
Well, either way, we'll follow you, Miss Mira.
Okay. So Mira goes into the Four Shadows Tavern. There's a couple of rickety wooden steps. And as you enter, you notice that there is a jack-o'-lantern sitting on the steps. And as you walk up the steps and go into the door, a small group of children run up and grab the jack-o'-lantern and run off.
Oh, I know they're going to smash that, but they're probably going to stomp all over it, so no critters will even get to eat it.
Mira doesn't notice by this point. She's already well into the tavern. There's a lot of other people there, too. They are... Well, I guess I could go ahead and put you on that map.
Now, you keep saying a lot of people. How many is a lot? Like 50 plus?
It's not standing room only, but it's a good turnout for the festival. In the tavern, there's probably, not counting the people at the tables, which are mostly full, but around this armchair over here, by the fireplace on the left, there are, I don't know, let's say 7 or 8 people standing around.
Is there anyone sitting in the armchair?
No, but as you enter, Mira walks over there because there's a big book sitting in the chair, big leather-bound tome. She walks over to the chair and picks it up. All right, everyone, gather around for story time.
Helga immediately sits in the big, comfy armchair.
All right. Well, I suppose...
Take a moment for us to get drinks. It would be better if we just all had nice, good drinks. For
Oh,
our
don't worry.
story
This will
time.
only take a minute.
Oh, okay. It's an intro story.
And if you can go ahead and sit there. I suppose I can just stand. Are you all sitting comfortably? Good. Then let's begin. A long time ago, our sleepy village of Hallow's End was attacked by a vicious force from beyond the grave. It took away one of our own. As all scholars know, midnight on the Night of Wayward Souls is the time when the veil between the astral plane and our own is the thinnest. That is why every Souls night we put out the pumpkin lanterns, both to ward off the evil spirits and to help our lost child find his way home. Who knows what fell forces would be summoned if our lanterns were not there to protect us tonight of all nights.
Didn't some children just run off with that thing?
Well, just
I believe
the
it.
one.
I'm sorry, what'd she say?
Well, a lot of Mrs. Village children just grabbed one of your pumpkins and ran off into the woods with it, didn't they?
Okay, dearie, I'm going to get you a cup of tea. How does that sound?
No, did you hear me? Did you hear me? Could you listen?
Do you know what she's saying?
Some
'Cause
kid stole your pumpkin.
Oh, that's bad.
This is news
you
that
know?
everyone knows, right? That this is a warding kind of thing. Right?
It's probably fine. Y'all go ahead and enjoy the festival, okay? I'll see about that.
All right.
And she leaves you to your own devices inside the tavern. There is a bartender who is handing out food if you were to order it, and they also have drinks.
I think that as she's leaving, real quick, just a tiny, like a small, short, one of the worst cats you've ever seen. Like, just, it looks like it has been living on the street for about 80 and a half years. And it slinks out from underneath her cloak and just follows the lady out.
Oh, boy. Okay. What do the rest of you want to do?
Vladimir, I think you said something about drinks.
Yes, barkeep. Any vodka, any kind of vodka, please.
The bartender silently slides across the bar to a menu which only has a few items on there that looks like they're festival specific.
Oh, well, what kind?
So they have a spiced cider, they have hot chocolate, and they have beer. Don't see any vodka on the menu.
Well, very disappointment, but I'll try the spiced cider.
Without a word.
When you say, is it pumpkin spice, perhaps?
The bartender
I'm
sticks
better
a
at
finger in his ear for a second, and then he holds it up, and then he rustles around into the bar. Vladimir, he passes across to you a spiced cider, and for Desmond, you get a big smoking glass with an amber orangish liquid inside it.
Granny has a flask out that she is just
That's on brand.
I
smashing.
didn't realize there was a secret menu. I'll take either some wine or I can try the cider if that's easier for you.
Bartender slides one across to you.
Thank you so much.
I just keep looking down at it and then looking up at him and then down at it and looking up. Not sure if I should
just
drink
for
this.
But that's what you ordered, isn't not?
I was just asking a question.
Oh,
Do you want me to try it first? I'm having good luck with new things tonight.
Please do.
or something comes out of her nose next.
Well, only one way to find out, isn't there? And
What's coming out of Liz's nose now?
The cider is very nice. It's been spiced quite heavily. It is also quite alcoholic. And OCL, were you gonna try yours?
I do the thing where you like sip it a little bit, but you don't really ingest anything, and I put it back down. And for a second, I have to lift my mask, but just for a second, try not to let anyone see my face.
Okay. It tastes like pumpkin pie. You can also tell that it is also quite alcoholic, and it tastes delightful.
I'm surprised. Very, very. You need to try this.
Don't mind if I do, dearie. And Helga reaches past you both and snatches it and takes a quick sip.
Is Marius still just kind of hanging out by the door, taking things in?
Mm-hmm. Marius, I do not drink alcohol. I'm sorry.
They have hot chocolate. You should come join us.
I have water. I pretty much stick to that.
Okay.
Well, that's all I need on
Thank you, though.
Dialordum, isn't it?
That's not very nice, Miss Helga.
You want niceness, you come to the wrong grandmother.
Oh. Okay. Noted.
The other people that were story time are milling out into the festival grounds.
I should mention the thing that I have asked my familiar to do
Yes.
is
Follow Mira.
keep an eye on her and basically see if there's like any kind of organizers of the festival, any kind of town elders, whoever seems to be most in charge at the moment. And if anything seems to be going really wrong, come back and let me know.
Okay. Can
Like
you?
if they're panicking, I want to know about it.
Do you have to? Does the familiar have to be with you to let you know, or can you communicate telepathically?
It would have to come back.
Okay.
There's a range on the ability to telepathically communicate, unless it's within 100 feet of me. Then it can tell me telepathically.
Okay.
But I didn't give it any kind of limitation on how far it could go.
Okay. Cool.
His name, by the way, is Garbo. He's Garbo the cat.
That's funny.
Love this.
She's also going to be trying anyone's drink who seems like they're enough of a pushover that she can get away with it.
Okay.
And her passive insight is pretty damn high. So
Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah, Lorraine won't raise a finger to stop you.
she's not going to be taking like huge gulps. She's just, she's an artisan. She wants to sample the local fare.
Oh, she didn't see. Lorraine's gonna kind of lean in to OCL. Hey, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
You want to see something funny?
As long as it's funny.
Miss Helga, you missed it earlier. Look, and I'm gonna pull out my yellow gumdrop. They were giving out candy earlier. You want to try? It's something special.
Helga, zero hesitation, grabs the candy and eats it.
Tastes like lemon.
It's a lemon.
I'm ready to take notes on the effects of this gumdrop on Helga.
There's a silent, retching noise coming from the other side of the bar.
I want you guys to know the cat was awake and monitoring, and Helga did know everything that happened.
Still taking notes.
She's doing the Miss Marple unassuming granny keen detective thing.
Well, nothing happens to Helga.
Science has
a
been
lemon gumdrop.
satisfied. You
You said
really could have punched that up. Maybe eat a bit more sugar next time before you try one of them candies.
yes, ma'am.
You're right, that was funny. That was very funny.
James, you said most of the people that had gathered around for story time made their way out into the grounds. Are there still other patrons lingering, though?
Yeah, but they're mostly sitting at the tables eating.
Are most of them in costume?
Yeah, almost everybody's in some costume or another.
Okay, Lorraine isn't, but one of my common magic items that I chose was a masquerade tattoo. So, kind of taking in the appearances of everyone in their costumes during a quiet moment, Lorraine's just going to run her finger over the tattoo, and her very just plain druid clothes are going to transform into this very billowy, grandiose, wizard-like get-up with just glittering bits and baubles everywhere. And she's going to kind of meekly unbraid her hair. I think this fits in a little better with the theme. Right?
Yes, I should have brought my fancier mask.
A little bit of a switch flips on Helga when she sees this young woman who seems unsure of herself, and she immediately goes full supportive grandma mode. She's like, "Oh, it's lovely, dear. You should be confident in yourself, having a good time out on the town. It's lovely to see young people living it up. You know, it's one of my favorite things. You look stunning, dear. You look just stunning."
Do we want to go check everything out?
Oh, those boats seemed a little bit fun. Seemed a little bit of a good time.
What did she just call me?
I don't repeat those type of words in common.
I only got like 1 or 2 words in. But good luck.
Come with us. Come with us. Come with us.
She's very hand on the shoulder.
Can she reach?
Oh yeah. Well, no, that's a good point. Hand on the elbow.
Okay, well, you leave the tavern and you find yourself back in the main area here. There's, I don't know, maybe 100 people total other than you walking around. Most everybody's wearing costumes. You see children run past you from time to time. You see couples holding hands. You see all the different things you see at a festival. And there are booths around.
Helga's going to be trying to keep an eye out for the kids that grabbed the pumpkin earlier.
Okay.
If she sees them, she wants to make sure they don't get too far.
Okay, why don't you roll a perception check for me?
Okie doke. That is going to be a 21.
Okay, you don't see them at the moment, but you remember what their costumes looked like.
Oh my god, please tell me they look like Lock, Shock, and Barrel.
With even with everyone in costume, do I see any other Harangon in this area, or what's the makeup of this town?
Why don't you roll, since you're looking for other Harangon specifically, why don't you roll a perception at advantage?
Sure.
Damn.
Okay, so we got a 25.
Oh, I don't know why I rolled 3 times, but yes, 25.
Close enough. You don't see. You look at the people and that are around, and mostly seems to be human. Mostly, there are some of the other humanoid races like gnomes around. You see some dwarves. In fact, directly across from you in this booth right here, you see a dwarf sitting on a plank above a tank of water. A lot of people are covered head to toe in costumes, but you can tell that none of them have the gait of a Harangon. Now, one thing that you and Helga do notice, and probably everybody else too, is that there is a large purple and orange mist starting to form above the festival grounds. People are starting to notice, and they're looking up at it like, wow, that's cool. Wow, they really went all out for this thing.
Do I hear anyone say that this is new, that this hasn't happened in previous years?
No.
Okay.
That's odd. That's very odd.
Does that look like any kind of magical effect that Helga might be familiar with?
You can roll an Arcana check.
And I will.
Can anyone?
Just a 10.
With a 10, you can tell that it is some sort of a magical effect, but you're not sure what it is. OCL, as you get closer to that booth, the dwarf notices you. He's wearing like an old-timey swimming suit, you know, with the suspenders and the stripes.
Mm-hmm.
He locks eyes with it and he goes, Hey, come here.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
What can I do for you?
Well, how much money you got on you?
I can't understand why that's any of your concern.
Well, you see, if you pay me some money, you get to throw this here ball at this here target, and if you hit the target, I go sploosh. Now, you notice above the booth, there is a sign that says, Dunk the Dwarf. Win a magical item.
Say less, friend. How much is it to throw one of these balls
How much
to
you got
dunk
on
you? I have 1 silver.
As he is talking to you like that, Mira comes wandering by the booth. She's walking very quickly, like that fussy way that people do when they're in charge of everything. Now, Dunk, they have all-inclusive tickets, and then she keeps walking away. Oh, here,
see?
and he throws a ball at you.
I still have 1 silver then. All right, I would really love to dunk this dwarf.
Yeah.
Okay,
Helga
so what you're gonna
has,
do
wandered protectively over and is loving this.
is you're gonna make a ranged weapon attack.
All right. Here we go. Maybe, possibly.
Oh.
That's a 21.
Yeah, that hits. So you nail the target right in the center. There's a contraption where the bullseye moves and the plank falls out from under the dwarf and it goes into the tank.
Well, my work here is done.
Very good shot.
After a moment or two, he comes back out of the water. He drapes his arms over the side and he's spluttering. Blah! Here! And he throws you another ball.
Oh, okay. What is this for?
Well, when you catch it, it doesn't feel like the ball you had before. The one you had before was like a hard, round, maybe wood covered with leather or something like that. But this is, it's kind of squishy.
I sniff it a little bit between the mask and what is this? Why?
Read the sign.
Okay. This is a magical item.
Yeah.
What does it do?
What's
and
the
I
sign
start
say?
winding it up to throw it back at him.
Okay, so what you have is called a ball of splashing. This ball is made of a soft, spongy material. It has no passive magical properties. When squeezed hard or thrown against a surface, up to 3 gallons of water are emitted from the ball, as if by the spell Create or Destroy Water.
Wow.
And it makes a loud noise as of someone diving into a deep pool of water. This can be used as a source of fresh potable water, or it can be used to make a distraction by throwing it across the room.
I give like a very slight bow, and I start to walk away, and I kind of whisper to Helga, I don't think he realized I'm a monk.
Well, just a little bit hard to tell what character class anyone is when you look right at them.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right.
Well,
Not too
not
many-
everyone has class, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's very true.
Wonderful point, young man.
Is there still music playing?
Yes.
So Lorray is gonna go over to Marius because he hasn't seemed to be getting into the spirit of things yet, and kind of lean down. Would you like to dance with me? I know it's not really the best dancing music, but it's always helpful to rattle the bones.
Rattle bones? Are you going to dance with Helga?
See, you're fun.
Nah, I wouldn't go that far. It would be my pleasure.
All right,
If you
let's
had
do
gone that far, Helga would have laughed uproariously.
So like you said, it's okay dance music. It's spooky, but it's not like a Halloween haunted house soundtrack. It's more like the Munsters theme.
Lorray is gonna do the
fun.
dance that guy with the pumpkin on his head does. That's in all the gifs at Halloween. The guy in the black
that's the
bodysuit with
one.
a pumpkin head.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Exactly.
I'll
Helga's
follow
gonna.
her.
Helga's gonna immediately start looking around for other fairground games. That
Okay.
dwarf dunking thing looked incredibly fun, and she wants to try one.
All right. Well, to your left, the one with the tent with the orange cover on it, you see people. There's a line of people, and they appear to be handing out food. The wagon in front of you with the green top on it, that's the one with the candy store. Over to the right of you, the one with the yellow top on it, you don't see anybody over there, but there is a crate in front of the tent.
I guess an abandoned booth is of interest in the middle of a fair. So Helga, I guess skitters is the best way to describe Helga moving quickly.
Okay.
She's got the staff and the big cloak and just the little bitty legs. So
Well, as you get
it's
close,
a lot of movement all at once.
you see that it is a crate with 9 holes on top of it. 9 holes. And when you get close to it, a sock puppet comes up out of one of the holes. It looks like a little goblin. Like, it looks like this.
Is its eye popping out?
And from inside the crate, you hear, "Tee-hee, can't catch me!" And then the goblin goes back down into the box.
Okay.
After a moment or two, it pops out of a different hole. Now, next to the crate, you see that there's a little wooden mallet leaned up against the crate.
Helga forgoes the mallet
Okay.
and grips her staff with both hands.
Okay. Every couple of seconds, the sock puppet disappears into the crate and then comes out a different hole.
Okay, she is going to attempt to smack it.
Great.
Each
I'm gonna say the words every wizard dreads to hear. Make a dexterity check for me.
Seeing what's
Helga's
going
not the worst
on,
at that.
seeing what's going on, Lorraine's just gonna dance past and tap her shoulder for a moment and say, "You got this, Miss Helga," and cast guidance on her.
Oh, thank you, dear. That is an 18.
So, the sock puppet comes out, and Helga, you take your staff and smack the hand, which disappears back into the crate. But you're, I think you broke my hand.
What's that you say?
Here, take this. And a sock puppet comes out of the crate and lands at your feet. It's not the same one you just smacked with the eye falling off of it. It looks like it's in a little bit better condition.
So she picks it up,
Mm-hmm.
and then puts her eye right up to one of the holes and says, "Show me your hand, dearie."
Inside the crate, you can see that there's a gnome in there. And he is holding his hand like, "Nah, why don't you just get out of here?"
No, show me your hand.
Well, I don't want to.
Well, you should. Listen to your old granny now, dearie.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Okay. Nat 20 for a 90.
No.
Well, all right, I guess so. And he holds you. Just the hand comes out of one of the holes in the crate.
She's gonna examine it to see whether any of the fingers are broken or anything.
Nothing's broken.
Okay.
You don't need a medicine check for that. You can tell nothing's broken.
She gives it a kindly pat, kisses it on the bruise, and she says, "Now that'll be just fine, dearie. Don't move it around too much, and you'll be fine tomorrow."
Okay.
You should wear a thick glove next time you try this thing out, yeah?
Alex, Vladimir is near this booth where you just saw OCL dunk the dwarf. Over to your left, there is a booth with a big, like a wash tub in front of it. And there's a sign over that one that says, "Fruit bobbing, strictly one per person." There is also the one with the green canvas on it. That appears to be another food booth.
Are you going to try that? Are you going to bob your head in the water everyone else has been bobbing their head in?
Oh no! I mean, he's walking around with his to-go spice cider cup, being very bougie, and like, oh no, I would not dream of putting my head in the tub. You know how many people have put their heads in there probably at this time, and snot and all kinds of gumdrops coming out of their noses. No, thank you. That's not for me. Thanks.
I mean no offense. I was merely concerned that your horns would not fit.
Oh, would they fit, James?
Well, probably not, but the Minotaurs have that long snout, so you'd probably be actually pretty good at it.
Well, I wouldn't put my whole head inside. Just my nose.
Okay. Well, to each his own then.
Also, as you pass this booth right here, it is a food booth. There is a line. There's a sign above it that says "Chicken on a Stick," and what they are doing is they're taking entire roasted chickens, shoving a piece of wood in them, and handing them to people.
I steer clear.
It's big enough.
Helga has one. Helga has retrieved one and is gnawing on it.
It's big enough that the text here says that it can be used as a simple bludgeoning weapon.
Wow.
What is it? What's the quality of preparation? What are we talking? The drinks in the tavern were really good.
It's roasted. This is carnival food. It's deceptively good. It tastes better than it should. Doesn't look great.
Helga's artificer tool is she uses cooking supplies.
Mhm.
So she's a good cook to the point of being magical.
Okay.
Keen interest in all the culinary aspects of the festival.
Okay.
Vlad would want to go and see what kind of candies are available.
Okay. Well, as you enter the wagon, you're greeted by a human male who, welcome to my candy shop. How you doing? Hey,
I'm doing great.
I'm what the hell's my name again?
I don't know if you don't know
Pine
remember
Needle.
your name.
It was
Nathan
Nathan
Pine
Pine
Needle.
Needle.
That's it. You want some candy?
Sure. What do you have to offer?
Oh man, we got all kinds of candy. I have specifically 20 different kinds of candy.
20 different kinds. Well, earlier I saw a piece of candy that made someone, sneeze gumdrops.
You know what?
What kind of candy does that?
Oh, that's not my kind of candy. I got toffee feathers, and I got candy blossoms, and I got chocolate newts. We got like a festival menu right now.
Oh, can I try some of those blossoms? That seems
Sure.
harmless enough.
He gives you it's a small pellet-sized. It looks like it looks like a flower blossom, and it smells like roses.
So this is candy.
Yeah, you
Like
go
a fruit?
ahead, have at it.
It is like a real flower, or
No, it's candy. It's just real convincing.
and he'll take a bite and
Okay, so as you do, a bouquet of multicolored, sugar-coated cotton candy flowers sprout from the sides of your head
around his horns.
with a little glitter.
Is there a mirror nearby for me to see this? Is that
Oh
a
yeah,
reflection?
people ask for mirrors all the time. Here, it's over there in the corner.
Oh, lovely, Vladimir.
Can I pull them out?
Yeah.
I slowly pull them out in shock. Oh my goodness, this is what kind of magic is this?
Oh, it's a old family secret.
It's magnificent. He like puts it away and starts taking notes. Like, oh, this is amazing. I need to try stuff like this.
Can I try the taffy? What was the first one?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a toffee feather.
Toffee feather.
And he brings out a little sheet of parchment paper, and on it are toffees that have been put on the sheet, and they look just like little wispy feathers.
I just exchanged kind of a slightly nervous but very excited glance with Vlad, and then we'll sort of lean down and gingerly pluck one between my long spindly fingers. Here goes nothing.
Okay. It's very good toffee. And you feel light on your feet.
This is just so good. And she's been bouncing on the balls of her feet when she gets really excited, so she'll do that again.
Well, it takes a little longer to hit the ground. And you are under the spell, or under the influence of the spell of Featherfall for 20 minutes.
So I'm essentially like moonwalking.
Yeah.
Stock up on that candy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can we take some of these for later?
Well, you can have a couple, but I got other customers coming. They also have those all-inclusive tickets.
Marius, it was your idea. Here, you take a couple.
All right. Thank you.
And then long-legged, 7-foot-tall furball is just gonna start like bounding around the campground.
Man, nobody ever wants my chocolate newts. Why is that?
I'll take a chocolate newt, dearie.
Oh boy. It looks just like a little frog.
Bites
made
off
out of
its head
chocolate.
instantly, no hesitation.
Okay. When you bite into
Oh,
it,
by the way, when she does, you can see that her teeth are like weirdly sharp, like almost goblinoid in their sharpness and pointiness.
Okay, well, you won't have a problem with the fact that as you bite into it, you discover that it is not chocolate shaped like a newt. It is a deep fried newt that was dipped in chocolate.
Oh!
And roll a d12 for me.
Okay.
Hope it had its shots.
That is a solid 1.
Yeah!
Well, okay, well, for the next minute, every time you open your mouth to talk, you can only croak.
So nothing happens.
She laughs
And
extremely hard.
It sounds
croaking
like a bullfrog.
the entire time. She goes delighted to unsettle fairgoers by laughing froggishly at them.
The text notes that wizards have spent a lot of time researching why the chocolate newt makes you croak like a frog, and a lot of their pocket money, too.
Helga is the latest in a long line of curious wizards, then.
Back out here on the fairground, I'm actually looking for Casper to see if I see him anywhere.
Roll a perception for me.
Sure. Perception. No.
Okay.
Seen one guy in a
Got a 10.
ghost outfit.
Well,
He's-
you never see Casper move, but every now and then you see him standing next to one of the booths, like different booths every time you notice him. But you don't see him walking or moving. His sheet kind of billows a little bit at the ground.
Very strange.
Is Mira still darting around?
Yeah, you see her from time to time too, and she's just, going from booth to booth, barking orders and, making sure everything's just perfect for the festival goers.
Would it be possible to intercept her for a second?
Absolutely.
At the end of one of my bouncing leaps. Miss Mira, we are just having such a wonderful time. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear it.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could ask you a couple of quick questions about the tale you told earlier.
Yes.
It's just been kind of stuck in the back of my mind. Did you say that y'all lost a soul during that attack a long time ago?
Yes, that is the story, a small child.
A child? That's so terrible. Do y'all know what the child's name was?
No, I'm afraid that's been lost to time.
I see. Well, listen, this may be a silly question, but where I come from, any time that a soul passes before it's ready, a lot of times it can sort of get stuck to whatever's nearby. Um, like a ghost, some people call it. I was just wondering, y'all got this weird fog going on. Do y'all ever have ghosts?
Oh, honey, no, that was just a story we tell to make the festival go where I didn't mean to scare you. That's just a story we tell just to make this little bit more, festive like. Meanwhile, you can see behind her that the fog cloud is thickening and getting
I think that
darker.
So that always happens?
No, that's new. But
Oh.
I'm
Did you ever
sure
find
it's
your
nothing.
pumpkin?
It's probably just some kind of weather phenomenon.
That's purple and orange.
Yeah, well, those are fall colors, so.
I'm a druid. I know weather. That's not normal. Did you ever find your pumpkin?
I'm still looking for it. I'm sure it'll turn up. Don't worry, sweetie. That's just a story we tell people.
Can I insight check her?
Yes, you can.
I'm proficient in it. Oh, wait,
Vladimir is in line for food. That chicken on a stick looked good.
19 total.
Big appetite, big
Okay.
boy.
You can tell that Mira is maybe a little nervous about the thing, but she doesn't want to disturb the festival or have anything happen to make it go wrong. So she's trying to kind of sticking her head in the sand a little bit about the whole fog situation.
Helga
Vladimir, you get a very nice big. When the guy sees you step up to the tent, he looks up at you and he grabs an extra big chicken and an extra big club to give you. He jams it in the chicken and he hands it over to you.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel the spiced side that is starting to hit me, so I need a little food.
OCL and Marius, this green tent here, they're handing out toffee apples.
I'm sorry. I don't want too much time to pass before I get this in.
Mhm.
I think that as soon as Helga's sampled most of the festival, she is off in a corner. She is ritually casting Detect Magic.
Okay.
So she's going to take that 10 minutes, just
Okay.
in case.
Anybody want a toffee apple?
Oh, most certainly. Marius, please join me for an apple, please.
Normally I don't partake, but I will.
Okay.
Most of the things around here are foods on sticks, and I can't eat that, so
Okay.
hopefully this is good.
Hopefully.
Well, the lady in the booth here with the toffee apple hands you each a toffee apple. They smell very good.
All right.
I will
And-
tear into mine.
Okay, when you bite into it, it's got a thick layer of toffee on it. It kind of gums up in your teeth. So, a character who takes a bite will not be able to speak or cast verbal spells for 1 minute.
This is a really good apple. I said it's really good.
I'm eating my chicken, looking at them like, "Are you okay?"
I'm fine.
Seeing everybody sort of converging, all of them now with a snack in hand. Where did Helga post up?
She is, I don't know, let's say back over by this booth. It seemed like
Okay.
there wasn't a whole lot of foot traffic going to or from.
What's the distance on that spell?
It's 30 feet from Helga, so she's not going to be able to like tell about the cloud or anything.
Okay.
She just doesn't want to be taken by surprise by anything magical.
All right.
I'm gonna try and shepherd the Harangon, the Minotaur, and the Ranger over. Yeah, can we all go sit by Miss Helga? I kind of caught on to something talking to Miss Mira that I'd like all of us to be aware of.
Okay.
As you say that,
Oh gosh.
from a corner of the festival, you hear a scream. And when you look over, oh, hang on,
Dun,
I gotta think for
dun.
this. see large, well, not large, they're medium size, shambling creatures making their way into the festival area. They have pumpkins for heads that with glowing eyes. And underneath, well, you know what? I'll just show you the picture.
Badass.
Oh,
Let's see. Yes! That's so cool.
And they are shambling towards the festival, and people are starting to, they've been pointing at the cloud going, ooh, look at that. That's cool. But now they're moving away from these things that are shambling towards you. And I think that would be a good time to take our first break.
Okay.
Okay. So we will be back in 10-ish minutes.
Cool. Don't go anywhere, y'all. This is gonna be good.
we're back. I hope everyone watching at home isn't too frightened and creeped out by all the scary things that are happening in our one shot. All right, so these creatures have shambled into the festival grounds and people are running away. As you see this happening, Mira comes over to you. Everyone get into the Four Shadows. Everyone, please get into the Four Shadows. You all can do something about this, right?
That's not part of the attractions.
I mean,
I thought this was.
I
part of
noticed
the show.
your swords and things. Oh no, this is not part of the show.
This is what I was going to tell y'all. We might have some trouble.
Why? I thought this was all part of the festival.
bet
This
you
is
guys are gonna do-
amazing.
You're gonna do great. She claps you on the shoulder and she hurries into the Four Shadows.
Pull
This
my
is
shield onto
great
my arm
outfits.
and-
Oh my god, this is an interactive show.
All right.
Vlad, it's a fight.
It's fun, right? This is good. I mean, he's feeling that spiced cider.
Well, in that case, everybody roll initiative.
Yeah.
Don't
Meow, meow,
forget
meow,
to
meow.
click on your character.
Or
All
I
right.
can-
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, OCL, what are you doing?
Oh, that's not terrible. Oh, and I have advantage.
Oops, I rolled twice.
Oh, that's even better. 16 plus. Ha ha ha.
See, turn,
Accurate.
and
My initiative is pretty much accurate.
Oh, that's how you spell your name. Sorry.
I have finally paid for all of my great rolls.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh. What'd you
Yep.
get? A 1?
Nat 1 on initiative, baby.
Yeah.
So what's that, like a -2?
No, Helga's got a +2 for Dex.
Oh,
Ooh. Spry old hag.
I always give my wizards +2 at least on Dex.
that's probably a good
I
idea.
will
gotta-
straight up drop wisdom or con for that.
Yeah, you got to shoot.
Okay.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about this. Helga has to have her portents rolled. She's a divination wizard.
Okay.
Oh, fun.
She does this, by the way, by cooking up delicious breakfast soup and reading in the cooking pot what will happen in the day.
Love that.
It's like reading tea leaves, but with food.
Yeah, you get to eat them.
Okay. Well, as you all brandish your weapons and whatever you got, the closest one to you goes, and it rushes forward.
This is an amazing show.
One more.
What?
And he's just like eating his chicken and drinking his cider. Like, this is great.
And it shoots vines towards you, Vladimir. It raises a hand and vines come out and slash at you, but it misses utterly.
Oh, what did you roll?
A 2.
Yeah, it
Oh.
is going to miss. This is hilarious. They're not. It's great.
And that brings us to. How do you say your character's name again, Morgan?
Lorray.
Lorray. Okay. Lorray.
Okay, so there's just like this kind of subtle shift in her demeanor. The guise from the masquerade tattoo disappears and she's back to her normal visage, and she is going to charge 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 here. And let me see if I can reach 35 feet. Yeah. So I'm going to cast Create Bonfire directly between these two, so they
Okay.
are both in its area,
All right.
and they both need to give me dexterity saving throws.
Ooh, BKB. one. Let's say the one on top there. That's a 15 for that one.
That's a success.
Oh, and the other one rolled a natural 20.
Oh shit.
So that's a yeah. Are they like displaced or?
They're not displaced, but
But if
they
don't
might like
move-
have some fire start licking at their clothes. Yeah, if
Okay.
they don't move, they're gonna have problems.
Okay.
That's my action. It's a little early, but I can do it multiple times. So as a bonus action,
Okay.
I will use my starry form, and rather than wild shape, her whole appearance just takes on this glassy bluish white starlit light.
Okay.
And when I cast this, I choose the constellation that is displayed in the stars that appear in my body, and I will choose the form of the archer so that I can go ahead and hurl a luminous arrow at a creature within 60 feet of me. So I'm going to aim it at the one approaching Vladimir.
Oh, okay. Do you need your secondary token yet?
This would be a great time, yeah.
Okay, I don't think I actually.
See it on screen.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't know if I actually made it.
Yeah, I can
Oh, I did.
move
Okay,
it.
cool.
Yeah,
We'll
I
just-
rolled a dirty 20 to hit.
To hit this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
That will hit.
So that is 6 plus my wisdom modifier, which is 3. So 9 points of radiant damage as the celestial arrow pierces through the creature.
Well, the arrow, it's made out of light or something? Is that?
Mhm.
Okay. It goes right through the heart of this creature, and you can see it shake, and some of the vines fall off it, and its head droops, but it is still up.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay.
What have you done?
Brings us to this one.
Wait, this thing is not dead.
Did it move?
It'll be dead.
Vladimir has fully bought into it, huh?
Okay, so the one that the one on the bottom right here that's standing on your campfire right now,
Mhm.
it rears its head back and it goes, and another 2. Okay, so does a 5 hit you? Yeah, I didn't think so. It goes flying past your head, but you can tell it might have hurt if it hit you. And then it's gonna move, of course, because it's standing in a campfire.
Nah, it's fine.
And it's
This is
gonna
fine.
come 10, 15, it's gonna come over here. And then it is OCL's turn.
Okay. You are attempting to hurt my friend. I cannot have this. And I will move over and jump in the air and very Mortal Kombat-ish, doing kicks with my large rabbit feet, basically stepping on his face, or attempting to, at least, with an unarmed strike.
All right.
A 19
19, that will hit.
for the first foot, and then my bonus action unarmed strike for the other foot.
Okay.
18 for another 5, and then I land in front of him.
I think what's actually going to happen here is you just completely obliterated it. Obliterated it. So you have... this doesn't do anything mechanically. This is just for flavor. But you have both feet in a burst pumpkin on the ground right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in my toes.
Yeah, you're not...
Oh.
Exactly.
That was 30 feet, and I'll move back. Vladimir, you should really back up, friend.
And then this one...
This is real.
This is real.
And he like drops his food like crook.
Marius.
All right. I will pull out my longbow, take a step here,
Mm-hmm.
and I will shoot at that one.
Okay.
All right, 24.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, and I will. Which one do I want to? Is it worth doing any of them? Oh, goading. All right, I'll spend the superiority dice.
Okay.
Let's actually and do goading attack.
All right.
Add 3 to the damage. We'll make damage total of 8 damage.
All right.
And if he attacks anyone other than me, then the attack's at disadvantage.
Okay.
And then I will take several steps back.
Nice.
Okay. You'll have to remind me of that if he attacks anybody else.
Will do.
Okay. Vladimir.
Vlad is looking like in his pockets, like, oh, wait. And then he pulls out this kind of like oblong type of device, and he like shakes it, hits it a bit, and then it like unfolds and then springs out, and it's his light crossbow.
Okay.
and then he like loads it like, and then like shoots it at the nearest one here. So let's see if we can actually hit.
14 will hit.
Oh,
Nice.
doing 5 piercing damage.
Okay. You stick a crossbow bolt right in the side of the jack-o'-lantern's head, and it reels a little bit, but it doesn't fall over.
Okay. Can I move?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get behind the monk.
Okay. Okay, so our last
there.
pumpkin. By the way, that's pumpkin with a dash, so it's pumpkin. Yeah.
Cute.
It
Horrible.
is going to
Oh, they're a family.
10, 15. It's going to come up here.
Oh, the mom and the dad and like the baby. We're killing a family. All they wanted was to join the festivities, and here we are, just like slaughter them. They're like,
Those are really good costumes.
I mean, that's what Vlad thought. Like, oh, here comes another family. They're dressed up. How cute.
They started with the evil vines and the groaning and the threatening and whatnot.
I thought it was
What
part
you
of the
got,
show.
pumpkin?
Ooh. Okay, so this one moves up behind these crates right here. And it spits another seed. And I need both, Morgan and Desmond, I need you to both make dexterity saving throws.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to use this pretty one. I should not have used that pretty
That's a nat
one.
20
Ooh.
for 25.
All right.
Dex save.
Mhm.
It's a 4.
Okay, so it comes up next to its fallen comrade there, and it goes, and seeds fly out of its mouth. OCL is able to dodge them quite easily, but
Ray.
yes, you take. Really? Okay, you take 4 piercing damage.
Ooh.
And the seeds hit you.
Ow!
I actually crit on that and rolled 2 ones. That's why I went, oh.
Oh,
Okay. That's it for him. So now it's Helga's turn. What's Helga gonna do? We all wondered with bated breath.
Helga is going to skitter up next to Marius, but not too next to Marius,
Okay.
seeing that there is a little bit of a spread on those attacks. And she is just going to fireball the wounded pumpkin.
Okay.
Sorry, firebolt.
Oh, I was
Like
like,
to say, like you're unleashed like extra much.
I don't even have any third level slots.
Say,
Grandma's
I guess-
extra.
Say, someone took that broken tattoo.
That's just a 10 to hit, unfortunately.
a 10 does not hit. So as you release this firebolt from your hands, it hits the crates in front of it instead.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much what she's got going on.
Okay. All right, that one has expired. That's an expired pumpkin. And now it is Ray's turn.
My portents were
that's-
a 2 and a 16, by the way.
Okay. Well, that's a good spread.
Let's see.
I was happy when I rolled it.
Well, hell.
What?
All right. If it don't work the first time, right? I'm gonna cast bonfire again. I'm gonna throw it at this fellow here in the back, and he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That is a 8.
That's gonna fail, so he's gonna actually take some damage.
Okay.
He is gonna take. Okay, that is a max die for 8 points of fire damage. We love to see it.
You hit this creature right in the face with it. And have you ever seen when they set off road flares inside a jack-o'-lantern? You ever seen them do that?
Oh yeah.
That's what it looks like as the entire head melts off and it collapses to the ground.
Oh, good. He smells like pumpkin pie.
How much damage was that?
8 damage. I maxed my D8. And then I'm going to use my bonus action once again to draw back on an invisible bow and release another celestial arrow at the guy by the crates.
Okay.
That was so rude and spit at me. Spitting is impolite, didn't you know?
Who raised you?
For 18 total to hit.
That hits.
And I know I just did this, but it's my first time playing this character. Forgive me. I have to double check what my damage die is. 1d8 plus 3. Okay. That's 7 points total
Okay.
of radiant piercing damage. Or radiant damage, I suppose.
Okay, good. Okay. That was also expired. OCL.
And I'm gonna
All right.
over here.
I look back over at my friend who just took a seed to the face, and I will move up and attack this one. You will not harm my friends. And I will attack with an unarmed strike.
Okay.
With my feet again.
16 hits.
16 for 5. I'm going to spend a key point for Flurry of Blows.
All right.
Yeah.
And then I am going to... The first is going to be an unarmed strike for another 5 points of damage. And then I'm going to leave his threat zone.
You can do that because you just killed him.
Yeah.
All right.
Woo!
The second part of my Flurry of Blows will be a Hand of Healing.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
For
expired
5 points of healing.
expired pumpkins don't get opportunity attacks. So. Okay. As the last one collapses to the ground and you heal Ray, Mira comes rushing out of the four shadows. You can hear off I just got that. You can hear off in the distance that direction. You can hear more shambling noises and groans coming from that direction. Mira comes over. Everybody, come on into the four shadows. Let's go. Come
I
on.
think
Let's
I
go.
think we head off in the direction of the shambling noises.
Come on, let's
right?
go. Y'all want to get into the four shadows? Come on.
I want to look around and see if I see Casper anywhere.
Roll a perception check.
All right, I'm a druid. I can kind of do that. Lucky number tonight, 18.
You do not see him anywhere.
Okay. I look at my party
I had-
members.
I head to the Four Shadows,
Okay.
which I also now just get.
Really? Come on, y'all.
I'm not afraid to admit it. I just got it.
Miss Mary, you don't think we should go look and see where those things came from?
Cow.
The room is bustling with people because everyone that was in the festival is now inside the inn.
I actually, you know what? I want to definitely at least fly my familiar over the shambling sounds.
Okay, there are a lot of them.
Okay, there's a lot coming. There's a lot coming, dearie. We'd best go inside.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
I pick up the chicken on the stick that I dropped, and I dust it off a little bit. I'm gonna finish this.
So wait, what? Oh, your chicken
on the stick. Yeah, I picked
Okay.
it up and dust it off a little. I'm gonna finish it.
Hey, I don't blame you. It's good chicken.
That's my boy, dearie.
You wanna waste
You'll
chicken.
never let a little bit of dirt and grass spoil a good meal.
So, quick question, James.
Yes.
My starry form is instead of my wild shape. Starry form doesn't have a duration listed on it. Wild shape is for an hour. So would I just stay in this
As far as I
scary
can,
Galadriel form?
yeah, I mean that's what it says. That's what it says.
All right, scary Galadriel it is.
Okay.
You hear like chimes as you walk. It's weird.
Okay, so the Four Shadows is stuffed with people because everyone that was in the festival is now inside here, and you can tell that these people are not fighters. That's why Mira came over to you. So here's the deal: you get one action to prepare the tavern for a siege. So what would you like to do?
Were there any points of ingress beyond that door?
There
Any
are windows.
Low windows.
Yeah, the
How
windows.
high off the ground?
They're ground level windows, so they're only a couple feet off the ground. If you can't tell on the map, you see this right here where I'm pinging.
Mm-hmm.
That's what windows look like on this map.
Oh.
Actually, you can tell because let me just show anybody who happens to be watching what the players are seeing, because everybody has to see my screen and it's boring. So I'm gonna move your token around a second here, Ray.
Oh wait, this is light coming through the windows?
Yeah.
Dynamic.
Oh, that's cool. Roll 20, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. And it's probably good while you guys think about what you want to do to prepare for the siege. I'd also like to mention that I make these maps with Incarnate, not a sponsor. They make it a lot easier for someone like me who is artistically challenged to create a map. Also, we're using D&D Beyond, not a sponsor, for our players to create their characters. Who else? Let's see. I guess that's about it. Oh, Hero Forge for the tokens. Yeah, Hero Forge for the tokens. Also not a sponsor.
Yet.
And then roll 20.
You get
They've
one
got
free one.
They've got their dynamic lighting, which you can see when I hit Control L. So this is what the players are seeing. They can see through the windows and the door.
What's up on what's the second floor look like?
Well, if you go up to the second floor, there is rooms it's a tavern / inn, so there are rooms for rent up there.
Is it spacious enough that it could conceivably hold all the people?
Probably. Most of them.
Zombie attack advice. Step 1, get to the second floor, destroy the staircase.
Okay. So you want to move everybody upstairs?
If it seems like that won't either cause some kind of collapsing problem, or just generally be too crowded and start hurting people, then yeah, that's the wisest course of action.
Is this a wooden building?
Yes.
I would vote against that.
Well,
because if the building catches on fire, then everyone's just trapped.
yeah, but if we reinforce the doors and stuff and then it catches on fire, then we're also trapped, Plus, it's the second floor. You can get out of a second floor.
Tuck and roll, friends. Tuck and roll.
Exactly.
Where are the? Oh, there's the stairs.
How long did you say our characters have to do something?
You get one
action.
thing you can do.
Okay.
I don't know if this is actually a piano, but I would ask someone to help me move this to the door.
Okay.
Oh, well, before we do that, I'd like to at least barricade the door with like actual like wood. So he pulls out his carpenter's tools and wants to use like a table to like nail the sucker in. And then
Okay.
you can put shit behind it.
What's your is that intelligence for an artificer to do that kind of stuff?
I guess.
Okay. Yeah, make an intelligence check, I guess.
Intelligence check.
How many windows can we maybe seal up?
For your one action,
Yeah.
let's say you can do like a quadrant of the building.
Okay.
I need a window.
Or
for
the
the
door.
building.
You can do the door as an action, or you can do a quadrant of windows.
My action will be the door.
Okay.
I'll go get as many windows as she can.
Okay. In that case, I need OCL to make a strength check for me. What'd you get on your intelligence there, Alex?
I mean, it's a 9.
Okay.
Because I rolled low on. What does an artificial fail is? Like, I don't know.
How
It's
would you
just
get
basic
OCL?
nailing.
Adrenaline.
I did ask for help, by the way.
Well, someone can help
Oh.
you, but that's their one action.
I know, that's fine. I'll just
to them.
try my best to move this across the floor.
Can we get help from the patrons?
Oh, you got a 12. That's high enough. 12's high enough to
Alright.
barricade the door. So OCL has succeeded in barricading the door.
Good.
I'll go next if I can, because I need to see out a window before it gets barricaded up. My other common magic item is a Dark Shard Amulet, which will allow me to attempt to cast a cantrip from the Warlock spell list. So I will use it to try and cast Minor Illusion of a illuminated jack-o'-lantern just outside the door, sort of
Smart.
as a totem. But I have to pass a DC 10 intelligence check. It's a natural 19. Would rather have used that for something more useful. But so I'm able to cast Minor Illusion, which lasts for a minute, of
Okay.
an illuminated jack-o'-lantern facing out from outside the four shadows.
Okay. Okay, Kevin's got windows. Alex has got windows. OCL got the door. What do you want to do, Jimmy?
Has anybody done these windows on this side?
I don't think so.
Then I will get the windows on this side.
I
And then-
actually have a familiar with an action.
Okay.
And in the second floor, are there windows outside? Windows you can see outside of on the second floor?
Yes.
Then I will probably move up on the second floor after that's done, so I can shoot things with my bow.
Okay. We can just put your token at the top of the stairs there. Like
Okay.
that. Okay. What'd you want your familiar to do, Kevin?
Just more windows, I guess.
Okay.
It's a little cat, but it can be bigger if it needs to.
Alrighty.
You know.
So, after a few, you barricade windows and the door. You're moving people upstairs, and then after a while, you hear a thump against the front door, and it shudders against the piano.
Guess that didn't work then.
It's still holding.
Oh, I meant my pumpkin. They're supposed to keep those things at bay. Maybe that part of the story was a little embellished.
Well, ready yourself, friend.
Is there time to grill Mira real quick on anything special they do to the pumpkin?
Yeah, you can ask her.
Okay. Helga's going to do that before the.
No, it's
attack
just a
begins.
jack-o'-lantern. I thought it was just a story.
Okay, so maybe if we do get another real jack-o'-lantern out there, that will help.
You hear breaking glass, and over here by the armchair, at this window, you see vines reaching through the window, but they are grasping at the barricade on the inside.
James, did you say before that the drink that Ostiel got was served in a hollowed out pumpkin?
No, I didn't. It was just a big glass.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I'm gonna run and see if there's any pumpkins behind the bar.
Yeah, there are pumpkins around the room. Most of them are made out of like paper, like a
Paper mache.
yeah. Well, that or like a have you ever seen the one where they have like it's like it folds open? You know what I mean, like an accordion.
Gotcha.
Yeah, those things. They have those things all over the place. There are a few gourds behind the bar.
Do we have eyes on the attacking pumpkin from the second floor?
Yes. Well, I guess so.
Because some crowd thinning would probably be.
I mean, they're up against the building.
That was what I was asking about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can we shoot down?
Yeah, if you lean out the window. Are you looking for the left side of the building or the right side of the building? Or by the front door?
I mean, just like generally, what is the second floor capable of?
I would say there's windows on all sides, so.
Okay. So that's a good idea in terms of our characters that have significant ranged attacking abilities, which definitely Helga. Marius is already up there.
I'm going to town on a gourd with a dagger, trying to make a jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, Helga is going to go join Marius and start shooting at the most immediately dangerous of the pumpkin.
Okay.
This is fine. We'll hold down the fort down here.
Good luck, dearies. Granny's watching over you from upstairs.
On the right side of the building, at the base of the stairs here where this window is, you hear breaking glass and a pumpkin comes through the window and flops down onto the floor and then stands up. This one looks a little different than the ones you saw outside. Its head is much bigger and it's bulging on one side and kind of sagging, and you can see that there is like rotten pumpkin juice like dripping out of it onto the floor. But it gets to its feet. Let me change the layer it's on. There we go. But it gets to its feet and begins to shamble towards you.
Do we need to be in initiative?
Let's go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'll roll my big old CR die. Oh. Oh, I get advantage. I'm going to roll a different one. No one.
Roll 20 wants my character to just die. It is
What
Halloween.
is going on?
These rolls are scary.
Mm-hmm. Mwah.
Let me delete your old ones. So, OCL, what did you have the first time, an 8 or a 10?
I had an 8.
Oh, your new one's an 8. Okay, let me get rid of the 10.
Yep.
Vladimir. Marius, what was your first? Did you get a 17 this time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Morgan's got a 21 this time.
Yeah. 19 on my die.
And can we go to 13?
That golden in it.
Descending. Okay, well, you get to go first.
All right. So considering I was upstairs, I hear a crash.
Oh, I'm sorry, I meant Ray gets to go first.
Oh,
But
yeah,
yeah.
right. Yeah, she's at 21. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm only seeing a couple people on the turn order. Okay. What am I
Yeah.
doing? I'm still in my thing.
That's interesting.
That's helpful. How much progress have I? The only reason I've got this one out still is because my vision's attached to it. But I'm in my starry form.
Mm-hmm.
How far have I made it in trying to carve this impromptu gourd jack-o'-lantern?
And the few. Well,
I'm not
I mean,
scraping it out. I'm just cutting the top off and carving the face bits.
well, I would, when it bursts through, I don't know. I mean, you're probably just starting. So, do you want to use like an action to do that, or?
Yeah, because I only need my bonus action to do the
Okay.
celestial arrow. So yeah, I'll keep carving at the thing and just absentmindedly point a finger
Okay.
for 7 plus. Yeah, 12.
That hits.
Ah, awesome. Ooh, okay. 8 points of radiant damage to the pumpkin.
Okay.
I'm just carving away.
All right. Now, Marius.
All right. Am I close enough to the stairwell to pop down to see what happens?
Yeah.
All right. I pop down, see the pumpkin, and I will take a shot.
Okay.
Do I need to do this before or after? When you hit, okay? Attack.
12 will hit.
12, all right.
Mm-hmm.
And I will add in a d6 for, I really should do those rolls, for a trip attack.
Okay.
He needs to make a DC 13 strength save or be prone. And it'd be 11 damage.
He passed the strength check, but it doesn't really matter because you killed him with the arrow. And when you
Nice.
do, the arrow pierces the pumpkin on top of this creature, and it swells up a little bit and bursts. And in a 10-foot area around it is now covered in rotten pumpkin goo. I'll just draw something on there for that.
No, thank you.
I don't think we'll be using this for pumpkin pie.
I'd say it's about there.
Where did my
Okay.
other D8 go?
Would you like to do anything else, Marius?
I don't have a bonus action, so no.
Okay. Helga.
Okay, so it turns out familiars in 5e have their own initiative count
Okay.
and don't act on my turn, which I rolled, and it is a 21,
Okay.
just like Ray.
Okay.
And I think, in fact, the best thing for Garbo to be doing is to be helping Lorray with the pumpkin.
Okay.
So just going to be doing that. That's his job. Helga, meanwhile, is shooting at pumpkins.
Okay. As they come in.
So
Do you want to like hold an action?
you think I can
What kind of range do
get
you
ahead
have?
on
Yeah.
this one?
Let's see.
I mean, I've got the
Firebolt-
range for it. Firebolt's 120 feet.
Firebolt's 120, right? Yeah.
I can just wander right over there.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. It's still reaching through the window.
And it's not like in cover. I'm not risking the barricade. I can hit it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So that is going to be that. That is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
All right. Then it goes ahead and takes 7 damage.
Okay. So when you hit it with the firebolt, it catches on fire. The pumpkin head inside You can kind of like what happened earlier with the road flare thing. Happens again. You can see it's like really burning inside, and it grabs onto its head, and it's not really screeching exactly. I don't know what kind of sounds a jack-o'-lantern's gonna make, but but it appears to really not like that.
Made fire, dearies. Try and burn them if you can.
But do not burn the tavern, though.
Right. No burning. We're all in here.
Okay, and then that brings us to OCL.
All right, OCL is going to move here and say to the pumpkin, you should not enter. We don't want to harm you unless we have to. And I will ready an action to attack with a dart if it gets within 20 feet.
Okay. Vladimir.
I'm going to move with a friend. And I notice he's hesitant to attack. So I also hold my... Why are you not shooting? It's trying to hurt us, not?
Well, it hasn't really expressed its anger towards me, so no.
What a dilemma.
I hate to contradict you, dearie, but they are actively trying to murder us all, and that should have been pretty clear to you by now.
Well...
It's an undead plant monstrosity. You can't.
But I told him not to, so I'm just waiting to see.
All right.
I mean,
I'm a wizard. You understand? I'm a
wizard.
I know things.
OCL, they're the same creatures that I thought was a joke outside, and they were trying to kill us.
All in due time, friends.
Okay, I go ahead and shoot at it.
Okay.
Yeah, you do you.
I got a dart with 20 feet range.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
This is how we do it.
Okay, so with is that a crit? That's a crit, yeah.
That is
That is a crit.
Okay, so you mentioned OCL's like, well, it hasn't tried to hurt me. And you're just like, whatever, blink, okay. And you nail it right between the eyes, and you hit it so hard that it falls backward instead of into the tavern. And it falls on the ground outside.
And then I reload.
Just move them over here so I can do this.
Very Terminator-like.
Okay. Okay, so then you hear more crashing from the front of the tavern as through this window a small pile of pumpkins comes through.
Oh.
Like
And
a pile or a swarm
and
of pumpkins?
their mouths have little sharp fangs in them, and they have like mean eyes cut out, and they're all rolling around together in a single pile.
Cute.
And then through this window,
Now we need that fireball.
another pumpkin, but it's got more vines on it. It's got like a single long vine that reaches to the floor that it moves itself around with. And let me just go ahead and get initiative for those two. Ooh.
0. I like 0.
0 is a solid number.
0 is perfect.
Which can get a 16. Okay.
The
I don't like
hell?
20.
The hell?
All right.
Oh,
And
2-0.
then it is Ray's turn again.
Oh, that's me. Frantically carving this pumpkin, glancing up, looking around, sort of taking a moment to process the fact that all of the bad creatures coming in literally have jack-o'-lanterns attached to them. She's gonna just stop and look at her work and be like, "There's no way this can't be right." and just kind of toss the pumpkin aside and actually get down to business.
Yeah, arts and crafts is over.
Garbo looks genuinely hurt that he was starting to get into the carving the pumpkin.
You go right ahead, honey. You keep at it. That may still be a good idea. We don't know.
He hisses at you. It's disgusting.
Exactly 60 feet. Perfect.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Create Bonfire on the swarm of pumpkin.
Okay.
And it needs to make a dex save for me.
Can you see it in the turn order what it's called when I added it?
No.
I don't think we can see the name.
What's
Yeah,
it
it's a
called?
quick
called-
C.
It's called a munchkin.
Oh, cute.
I bet it
Well,
doesn't
I'm
feel like
still
a
gonna light
munchkin.
it on fire.
Yeah.
Okay. I got
Dexterity
a
save.
I got a 4
Ew.
dexterity.
How long does that bonfire last?
I'm up to a minute. That is going to
so
be
10
it
rounds.
doesn't- It's not plus anything. Boo. 3 points of fire damage,
3 points?
and it's
Okay.
and it's a concentration spell. So I'm just gonna choose not to concentrate and preserve it because I know they're gonna move, and I can just recast it as many times as I need to
Okay.
as a cantrip. My starry form is still up, so same drill, pulling back on an invisible bowstring. I'm also going to launch a celestial arrow at it.
Almost good. More is better.
Ooh, 11.
So your aim is true, but they kind of move apart just as the arrow goes through, and then they come back together.
That's not fair. And I will spend my movement to actually, can I just kind of push myself up onto the bar and kind of kneel here? I probably can't stand up because I'm too damn tall, but I'll just take a knee on this bar top.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. So then this the one with the long vine near the window over here. Let me make sure I can reach. Yeah. Vladimir, make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see.
That is some reach.
Those are 17. Make it.
Okay. So from where it is, vines shoot out towards you and grasp at you as you move out of the way of the vines. But they go all the way from where it is to where you are. And then since it misses, it's going to start moving towards you. Marius.
Mm-hmm. All right. So this one's dead, correct?
Yes. Oh yeah,
All
I should but this 10-foot square is just goo all over the ground.
Yeah. Well, we're not stepping in that. All right. That ain't happening.
Why not?
No.
It'll be fine.
Nope.
It'll be
Nope.
okay.
Just like that candy, right?
It'll be all right.
I don't want to be spitting
Nothing
nothing
but
out of
good
orifices.
things happen from the candy.
Yeah. Uh-huh. All right. So I will take a shot at this guy.
Yes, please.
$18.
That'll hit.
And I will use goading attack on him as well, spending a D8 superiority die.
Okay.
So it's going to be 15 damage.
Okay.
And he has to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 13. On a failure, he has disadvantage on attack rolls against anybody but me.
Yeah.
What was your DC?
13.
You said? Let me just consult my stat block here. Yeah, no, that's fine. I rolled a 7, so.
Sweet.
Okay. Next is the Munch. Munchkins. So They come bobbing and rolling and thumping towards you, OCL.
Which they do.
And I need you to make a... I hate to say this, but I guess I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
You got it.
Freaking monks.
Oh, for the monk? Yeah, that's fine. You got it.
Yeah, like
He might roll a 1. Who knows?
yes, that's true.
Who knows?
That's
Or a
Nat
natural 20. Because it's a monkey thing to do.
So they come rolling and thumping towards you, and they're snapping at your ankles.
I have very quick feet.
But you just kind of, you're
The
dancing
monk.
around him.
Got it.
Okay.
I'm just picturing the rabbit from the Rise of the Guardians movie that was voiced by Hugh Jackman.
That was a good one. I like that.
It was a really good movie.
What you got, Helga?
I
Wait,
think
whose turn is it?
that Helga.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna jump up on a table.
Okay. It's pretty spry for an old lady like that.
I can't see Helga.
Well, adventurer. Also, between you, me, and the wall, Helga is like 50.
Oh.
She is acting way older than she
Ah,
actually
I see.
is.
That
It's
does
part of the
sound like-
detective.
That does sound like
traits.
Angela Lansbury.
Right?
Hmm.
Yeah, just gonna firebolt the viney pumpkin.
All
That
right.
seems threatening. Plus, they are dealing with the other one.
Mm-hmm.
That is 15 to hit
That hits.
for 5.
Where are you? You're going with the firebolt again?
Yep.
You strike it directly in the center of the back of its pumpkin head. And the bolt blasts pumpkin guts all over the table in front of it as it collapses to the ground. Poor little guy.
Oh, please.
He was just never mind. All right. OCL, what you got?
Okay. I've got this swarm of pumpkins. I'm going to attempt to stomp on them.
Okay.
That is another nat 20.
Damn! Okay!
For 8 total.
Yes, for 8 total.
Okay.
Bludgeoning.
You smash a couple of them.
And then bonus action, another unarmed strike with another foot. 14 for 7.
And you got the last one.
Yeah!
You smashed all the pumpkins.
In my toes again. It's in my... oh, it's so gross. Have you felt this is gross?
Smashing pumpkins.
That is not how I take care of things. I don't put my bare feet into that kind of stuff. So, but you know, there's a water basin in the back that I'm sure we can use it to wash your feet.
It's
later.
in my fur.
Oh, I can scour that right out, Jerry. I've got a magical cleaning, don't you know? Just give me a moment once we're done with this, and you'll be fine.
I can't attack unless it attacks me or you. But now that it is dead, I'm going to move over here, hop on the table, and keep an eye out for anything else.
All right. Vladimir.
Well, as the monk tank is moving away from me, I will also move towards the table to get a higher ground. So I will move back here and also get on a table in a more central position. It makes sense. It's strategic that way. I'm very tactical like that.
Okay.
I mean, are there any visible dangers from, like, can I see anything from the outside that I can take a shot at?
No, but the door is rattling really heavily, and you have a feeling like it's about to give way.
Always hold something.
Well, I'm debating if I would have noticed that and tried to reinforce it or not. Well, we put the piano behind it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This should be fine. At least that's what he's thinking. That should be fine.
Okay.
There's a piano in front. I mean,
Okay. Well, just as you're thinking that, the piano falls over with a crash. Boom! The door
no,
opens,
that could happen.
and inside shambles one of the first type of pumpkin that you saw, and also another one behind him, and another one of the big ugly ones. Let me just add their turns. Do some initiative for that. 5, 9, 14.
You can save yourself some time. Just leave them at 0.
That's so totally.
No.
Okay, and it is Lorraine's turn.
All right. This is starting to get a little frustrating, so I am going to channel some of my real power, and I'm going to throw at 2nd level an ice knife at this big juicy fella here.
Okay.
We'll do that part of it first. It's so close to being a natural 20, but it's cocked.
It's cacked.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should roll a different die because I just rolled an actual natural 20 that's not cocked.
Is this one of those die that you
Hey.
made?
No, it's not. It's
Your
literally
workshop.
it's one I use all the time,
Did
and
you
it's
put a-
never this
You
good.
embedded a BB in the resin underneath
You-
number
Why
one.
are 6 sides of this
mhm.
20?
You get the place of
I know
honor.
there's so many.
die.
There's so many 20s on here.
I saw a die like that online. It was all 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh, and you didn't get it for me for Christmas?
Well, I
Why?
Okay.
You don't need
You're
it. Your dice
I
are
mean-
fine.
Wow. Okay, 7, 14, 15 points of piercing damage. And then
Okay.
I need him and the one next to him to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay, which one were you aiming at? The big one? This
The
one?
middle.
Yeah, the juicy
Okay.
juicy boy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so he's
Thought you were doing
Juicy
that.
couture.
and they both make dexterity saving throws.
Yes, DC 13.
Well, I rolled a 2 and a 4, so
Wow, okay, so they're both gonna take 3d6 cold damage because I upcasted it. Okay, that's not as good. That's 4, 6, 8 points of cold damage.
okay. So this one gets a little frosty on the side, but he looks okay. But this one, the combination of the knife and the explosion of the ice knife causes it to erupt with rotten pumpkin guts.
Yeah.
And we'll put that about here. Blah.
Yeah, so his buddy's gonna. Oh, come on, his buddy can't get stuck in it.
Oh, he's immune to it.
That's
Anyway.
what.
All right,
Oh,
here we
okay.
go.
Well, it was a decent idea.
Is there anything else you'd like to
Mhm.
do?
I still get a bonus action celestial arrow, so we'll see if we can wipe out the other guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll you again. That was a 9 plus plus 5, 14 to hit.
Hits.
Good. Okay.
Oh,
5 points of radiant damage. So,
You're the best.
oh, right back at you. I just love this. Just the season. I'm thriving.
Marius. Why
Yes.
don't you do some thriving?
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna shoot at the same one that Ray just hit.
Okay.
Come on.
Nice.
27.
That's a
Yeah,
crit.
That'd be a crit.
that hit.
Ooh, we tapped into the spirit.
So
You
10
should.
damage.
Yeah. Okay. So from your elevated position on the stairs, you're firing at a sort of a downward angle towards it.
Mm-hmm.
So when your arrow hits it square center in the middle of his jack-o'-lantern head, it pins it to the piano
Nice.
that's lying on the floor, and it also stops moving.
Awesome.
the light leaves its eyes, and some orange fog kind of into the atmosphere.
Ooh. I'm staying away from that too. All right.
Yeah, you don't want to breathe that in.
No. That'll be it for me.
Okay. So this one, completely oblivious to all the obliteration of the jack-o'-lanterns around it, comes shambling towards you, OCL, on the table. Sure. And it is going to... It's going to try its bind slash attack again. Oh, damn. Guess what I just rolled?
That one.
Another one?
No, another 4.
Oh.
That's still bad.
So sorry.
I'll take
How many 4s I've rolled tonight? Like, you guys are all rolling 20s. I'm rolling 4s over here. What's up with that?
Are you rolling like a D8 or something? Or?
I wish. Yep, nope, nothing. All right, so
Why does this D20 only have
slash.
5
Maybe we'll say its vines come out and you just kind of hop over them as they swipe across the top of the table.
And as I land, you just hear squishy, like pumpkin sounds on my feet.
Oh.
That brings us back to Helga.
Helga is well, she's not worried about OCL, so she is going to
I wouldn't be worried about him either.
what's the range from here? Yeah, she can hit just about everything in the tavern. She is going to ready a firebolt for the next appearing pumpkin.
Okay. And that brings us to OCL's turn.
Okay. If some is good, more is better. Let's go. I'm on the table. His head is really looking very kick friendly right now.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 22 for 5.
Yep, that'll hit him. Let's see. Okay. So you feel the thump, that hollow thump when you thump on a jack-o'-lantern. You feel that when you kick him in the face, but he's still sneering at you.
All right. I will bonus action. We'll try it again.
Okay.
That's 24 for 6.
Also will hit. Yep. So you hit him a second time, thump, and he kind of reels a little bit. But he's still up.
All right. Friend, please, we don't have to do this. You could always just leave. I'm going to move. I'm going to take an op attack. I'm going to move this way to see if I can pull him away from going into the inn towards my friends.
2s and 4s all day tonight, people. 2s and 4s.
Oh, funny.
So he misses as he slashes at you as you go away. All right.
All right.
That guy's dead. Vladimir.
Okay. Seeing the monk move out of the way, he's going to take a shot at the one that he Chung lead kicked.
Okay.
And then later was like, let's talk. So let's see if I can hit it.
You did.
Nice.
19.
And
Piercing damage.
your bolt, with a 19 and 8 piercing damage, your bolt enters. You can see the entrance wound immediately where it hits the front of the jack-o'-lantern, but you don't see it come out. And it collapses to the ground. Okay, then, would you like to do anything else, Vladimir?
No, I'm good right there. I'm like with Helga, I got a great position on anything that comes into the tavern.
Okay. From the front door. Maybe I should. Nah, I'm going to leave the bodies there. Screw it. Okay. From the front door. You see another one of these big misshapen ones come in. And a small pile. And one of the regular flavored pumpkins. And behind them, you can see that there's another viney one. They start to make their way to the tavern.
I think we may need to come up with a better plan.
Helga's ready to firebolt.
Okay.
She is going to
Oh yeah, that's right.
shoot
You
the
did.
big one.
Okay.
So that is a 16 to hit,
That hits.
5 damage.
Okay. So it is still up, but the inside of its head is on fire with more than whatever is lighting these jack-o'-lanterns up.
Flames on the side of my face.
Okay. Let me just add some initiatives for these guys.
These things need to make their way on down the road.
7 and from the back of the tavern, you hear a crash. It's behind the bar.
No, not the cider.
Another big boy comes through, and you hear a crash by the fireplace. Well, also by the bar, where one of these comes through. Now, those of you who might be getting ideas about something else to do, you get the sense that this is the grand finale of this part.
The music is starting to like
Yeah.
crescendo.
Kirsten,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
That's what I was saving my action surge for.
Nice.
Okay, so let's see who's next. That
Like
would
this
be
is that scene in
be
Age
Lorraine.
of Ultron where they all come from all directions.
Back to back, everyone.
What you want to do,
Did you
Lorraine?
say it's me? Okay. I'm gonna look at the crowd coming in the front door, turn and look over my shoulder at the ones coming in, and I'm going to drop my little buckler shield and just extend a hand towards either direction. I'm going to create bonfire in between all 3 of these fellows in the main door. So it'll capture the big guy, the swarm, and the viney guy.
Okay.
So deck saves all around.
All right. Anybody want to take bets whether I roll 2s and 4s this time?
No.
Well, one of them's a 3. That
Split the
one's, I think that one might actually pass.
13 is your number.
Yeah, one of them passed. The jumpkin in the back passed,
Okay.
and the plumpkin. He's called a plumpkin, by the way. The big ugly ones.
I
Oh,
love it.
I got a natural 1 on that one.
all righty then.
I too have been called a pumpkin.
Okay. 8 points of fire to the 2 that failed,
Okay.
and I'm going to leave this one burning.
Okay. So the plumpkin was already on fire inside, and you just made it worse for the poor guy, and
Yeah.
he explodes in a gush of rotten pumpkin juice all over the floor, like that. Shit. Munchkin here. Let's see, how much damage was it total again?
8.
Okay. Well, you got that one too.
Oh shit!
You just one shot that one.
Nice,
I
nice work.
already
So-
said I was doing it, so I'll
the,
still
the
send.
flames are licking around all these tiny little pumpkins that are now squealing in agony.
Oh no, the babies.
Woohoo!
I'm sure they'll taste delicious.
And the viney guy is gonna have to walk through it too. I will also then send my celestial arrow towards the plumpkin behind the bar.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that one's a plumpkin.
14 to hit.
Yep. What class did you say this was again? I want to outlaw this in any future games.
It's a Circle of Stars druid.
Pretty cool.
9 points of radiant damage to the
Okay.
plumpkin.
Okay.
And then when you just drop something, it doesn't use your object interaction, right?
Correct.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll use my object interaction to pick my shield back up and
Okay.
move in this direction.
Oh, shit, we get tactical. All right.
Yeah. That's my turn.
Marius.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty then. Can I see the plumpkin in the window?
Yep.
All right. We don't like plumpkins. They blow up, and I want them to blow up where they're nowhere near anybody. So I will shoot at him.
Okay.
18.
That'll hit.
All right. We'll do 8 and
nothing. That got him.
all right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Way to go.
And he will explode.
Boom.
And he's going to ruin all these apples over here.
Oh.
All right, and then I will make use of my action surge,
Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
and I'm pretty sure that I got the range for this.
Longbow, yeah. I think it's what it like.
Yeah.
150.
Yeah.
Got plenty of room.
All right, and then I will shoot this guy.
All right.
That's another
Which will make that a crit,
Woo.
and I will add on goading attack.
Yeah, you will.
So
Seven.
16, 20 damage.
Yeah, you just splatter that one all over the window behind it.
Nice.
Way to go.
No, I can't remember ever rolling this many crits in a single night.
It's the magic of the holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that one's dead.
That'd be it for me.
That one's dead. Helga.
I mean, how many of them are still up? There's
I think it's just
this
the
viney one
Oh,
over
yeah,
here.
him and the one by the door, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Helga is going to blast away at the viney one.
Okay.
Oh, 9 to hit.
Does not hit.
I didn't
Oh.
figure.
You hit the piano
Oh.
next to where the guy is pinned to it. All right. OCL.
Okay. Seeing as the action behind the bar has been taken care of, I'm gonna run over here very quick, like still leaving orange footprints on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
and like, it's just awful.
Makes squishing noises when you run.
Yeah. And I am going to attempt to punch this guy. That does not look like it did much damage to him. So I will go ahead and do a flurry of blows.
Okay.
Because you're a rabbit, is it a flurry of blows?
Oh.
That is another crit.
Okay.
I guess
Okay, Jason.
For
Like a safari of blows.
11 points.
Thump, 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 thump.
Okay,
That's what it
Thumper.
sounds like when you punch a pumpkin.
And I will go ahead and use. I will use a hand of harm as well
That sounds
on
mean.
that. So 6 necrotic. Now I don't know whether or not these things are undead, but I am going to try it anyway.
Yeah, no. You well, how does that work? You touch it? Like
Yeah, when you hit a creature with an unarmed strike, you spend 1 key point,
Oh, okay.
but I've already spent it.
Okay.
So necrotic damage.
When you punch it with that last hit and you do your way of harm, hand of harm?
Yes,
That's called
hand of harm.
harm. The pumpkin begins to rot like on a time lapse. And
Like Indiana Jones
it turns
looking into the
green
ark.
and brown, and goo starts to ooze out of its mouth and nose, and it wilts right in front of you, and it collapses to the ground in a pile of vines and pumpkin gore.
Okay. So I still have another attack because that was all part of my first part of my flurry of blows.
Okay.
And I'm a monk, so I'm pretty fast. I'm gonna. Oh, there's more. Oh gosh, it's in my toes. I'm gonna
between your toes.
You could
and,
hop.
like in the nails.
I could, but I'm stuck to the floor. I'm like stuck to the floor. And
Little dirty
just
pawpaws.
punch that guy with another crit.
Another
What
crit?
Husband!
I don't know.
Roll-20 loves you
Good
tonight.
lord.
Yeah.
It's like
For
night. Damn.
for another 8 points of bludgeoning
Roll
to
20 knows we're the heroes.
Seriously.
to this guy down here.
For another 8? Or
Yeah.
for 8? Okay. Yeah, for anyone who might be like, "Wow, these guys sure are bullshit. They're rolling that many crits." Look, we can see it in the because we're using roll 20. They're rolling a roll 20. There it is.
Yep.
Like
Good old roll
1,
20.
2, 3.
Right
argue
there
with
in the
that.
chat log.
Can't argue
Shocking
with that.
us all.
Maybe
Me,
I should
'cause I'm a
maybe I
dice
should stop
chopper.
hiding my rolls so you can see all the 2s and 4s I roll.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misread my ability. Take
Oh,
back
yeah.
that 8 points
Oh.
Okay.
because I have to replace one of my unarmed strikes, not add on.
Okay. Well, if you say so.
So
Okay. There. That one's dead. That one's dead. Vladimir.
Okay. Has that one been hit at all?
Mm-mm.
I don't remember.
Nope.
No. Okay. So he's gonna go a little bit epic on this one, hopefully. And he's going to cast Catapult. And it's like there's actually like these gears that are like
Sorry, which one hasn't been hit?
This one
the
right
one
here.
in the back.
Yeah.
That's the one I firebolt.
Yeah, you missed.
Oh, you did hit it.
I did miss. Never
Yeah,
mind.
that's when you hit the
Okay.
piano.
Okay. So yeah, so he's got like these gears inside his clothes that like help him like cast a spell, and he grabs probably one of the biggest, bulkiest chairs that are around him and just flings the crap out of it.
Okay.
So that thing needs to make a dex saving throw.
Are you casting Catapult right now?
Yes.
Oh, it's my favorite spell. Well, second favorite.
good.
Yeah, reverse gravity, we know.
I got a 13.
You just make it.
Oh.
Well, you make it.
Well, this
Just make
guy's
it, but you do make
guy's dodging all kinds. So the chair smashes to the door frame and falls in a bunch of bits on the floor.
Yep.
Okay, would you like to do anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, well, since I still have one alive, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh
Who's
shit.
you?
Okay. Yeah, who's you? Because
Vladimir.
Is it a ranged attack?
Really?
No, it's not a ranged attack.
Okay. Sorry, just asking.
Not technically. Not mechanically, no.
Mm.
Okay, you got a 5. So that means after you throw a chair at it, which explodes against the wall, vines shoot out of it and grab onto you, and the jumpkin bounces into the air.
It's called a
And-
jumpkin.
Yeah.
I love it.
And it uses the vines to pull itself to you in about a second.
Would I be able to get an op attack?
Yeah. Where'd you go anyway? Where'd your token go?
He was like
I'm-
right there.
Are you under
Yeah.
something?
He's underneath the bodies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you would get an op attack for that.
Wading through pumpkin guts.
No, how long it's going to
That's
take
a
me to
hit.
get this out my fur?
5 points of damage
5.
for that. Okay. So, all right. And then it's going to. You're not grappled or anything like that, Vladimir. It's just moved to you immediately. Okay. And then it's going to try to hit you. And I got a 16.
Yeah, you hit me.
I finally hit somebody. All right. 4. Eight points of slashing damage. with vines. And then it's Ray's turn.
Oh boy, that's me. I'm gonna step forward a few feet and get a clear line where I don't feel like I'm endangering my friend. I'm going to throw a guiding bolt using my star map feature.
Oh no. That sounds terrible.
For a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
So that's 4d6
Oh Jesus.
radiant damage. Okay, 6, 10, 15, 18 points of radiant damage to the jumpkin.
Well, it radiantly falls off the table and expires on the floor.
Yeah! The pieces glow a little bit from the guiding bolt energy.
And then everything is very still. Mira, all the people upstairs are like looking down to see what happened. Mira comes rushing over to you as a group. Okay, so I need y'all to do one more thing.
One more.
Well, the source of all this comes from the graveyard.
Wait, you knew this?
Yeah.
Well, kind of. Again, it's just an old... It's all in that book over there, but... This ain't ever happened before. But this is... I need y'all to go to the graveyard and put a stop to it. To save all these people. Will you do that for us?
It
Says
seems
you.
like you. It
Of
seems like you
course.
know. Like you know what to do. You coming with us, right?
Well, I will give you a map of where to go.
And do what?
I don't know exactly.
You say everything you know is in the book.
Well, everything I said was in the book.
Everything you
But-
know about the mystical circumstances of the festival.
Yeah.
Can we research that book to figure out what we have to do?
I'm
Or is
gonna
it
bring it
here to-
obvious?
We'll bring
I
it
came over
with
here
us
to grab it.
just in case there's necessary information. That way you can stay here and we can fix the festival up right.
Listen, acting quickly is essential. Look, if I can offer a reward.
That's
Mhm.
wonderful, dearie. We'll take it. But we really
Rewards
should
are
be
great.
going.
I want to guarantee a success. So
Well, I mean,
I
looking
need-
around
I'll-
at all this carnage, I don't know if. Yeah, I mean,
Vlad's gonna go and look through the book and see if there's an actual
Okay.
solution in the book.
roll in.
That's what I came over here to do.
Roll it in
That's
intelligence.
Helga.
I guess?
This is also what she's doing.
Okay.
Could I do like history?
So why don't?
or
Okay, so
investigation?
So if you're gonna help each other, let's do an investigation. And I know you both have high intelligence, so if one of you wants to roll at advantage,
Helga's passive investigation is 21.
okay.
So
Why don't you
Just
roll
throwing
it
that out
then,
there.
there, Helga? Why don't you roll that at advantage?
before we get into it.
Guess I'll give you guidance since I'm right here.
Thank you.
Oh Lord, that's gonna be one of those.
That's
40s,
lovely.
isn't it?
And helpful. Well, okay. So, yeah, no, that is definitely a 24.
Okay, so you see mentioned in the book near the end about a guy named Hallow Jack, who years ago was a necromancer that the town turned on. And the source of his power is in the graveyard.
All right. All right, we've got a good working knowledge of what's up ahead. Mira, which way is the graveyard here?
Oh, it's right over there on the other side of the hedge maze.
Okay, thank you.
Wait, whoa. Is it safe outside?
Oh, gosh,
It's very
no,
quiet.
dearie. Absolutely not.
It's quiet. You don't hear any shambling noises.
I'm gonna go out to the dunk the dwarf tank and wash my feet off.
Helga can help you with that with prestidigitation, just to make sure you get all the bits.
Hearing the mention of a maze,
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and start ritually casting Speak with Animals,
Okay.
and then go outside and look around for a bird.
Okay. Roll perception.
11 plus 5, 16.
You don't see any birds. They seem to be avoiding the orange cloud, but you do see a squirrel nearby, perched on top of the chicken on a stick booth, and it is having himself a chicken on a stick.
Okay, I will make
Very
my way
good.
to the squirrel.
Okay, so you want to talk to the squirrel?
I want to talk to the squirrel.
Okay.
Bless you.
Thank you.
It
Oh, howdy.
it looks at you as you approach, but it is very, very focused on his chicken on a stick.
Yeah, I'm gonna move slowly, non-threateningly. Oh, howdy. How you doing, little guy?
When you talk to it and it understands you, it sits up straight and he forgets about his chicken for a second, but doesn't say anything.
Listen, I know there's all sorts of weird stuff going on around here, myself included.
This is
But-
indeed a strange universe.
That's the
Existential.
James Earl Jones of chickens.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh. Ooh. What? I wasn't expecting that. Wow. Do you have a name, friend? Ooh.
Barnabas.
Barnabas, it is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Lorraine. Oh, let me just, and I'll go ahead and relinquish my starry form so I don't look like I'm possessed.
Okay.
That's better. Barnabas, you are so nimble and accomplished at navigating this here terrain. You know that hedge maze right up there?
Yes.
Tell you what, I would like to strike a deal with you. If you can come with us and run along top of those hedges and help us navigate through quickly, I've got a whole pouch of exotic berries and nuts and seeds from a forest that's so far away from here you've never had their like before. I would be more than happy to part with them if you'd be able to give us a hand.
Roll a persuasion check at advantage.
Okay, good, because that is not one of my better skills. Okay, 19 for a 19. Oh, I should have guided myself.
I shall assist you in return for these nuts and berries.
Wonderful, thank you. Here, I'll go ahead and give you a little sample now. And I'll pick like a sweet cherry from the bag.
Okay.
Not for it to him.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, in the interest of brevity, is I'm going to go ahead and put you guys on the next map.
Brevity.
And then we're going to take another short little 10-minute break. And we will be... Let me get a... Yeah, there we go. It's over there a little bit like that. Can you guys see the map?
It's just the very opening of it.
Okay, but everybody can see, like,
Yeah.
the lighting is
yep.
working. Okay, great. Dynamic lighting is great, Roll20. Okay. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so for the grand finale of Hallow's End.
Ooh.
dun, dun, dun.
And we're back.
I'm out of space.
Okay, so one more time, I want to show the whoever happens to be watching what the players are seeing. So I'm going to grab your token for a second here, Alex. And as they move through the maze, ooh, I like the dynamic lighting a lot, especially for stuff like this. Okay, so what do you want to do?
Well, Barnabas. Oh, guys, this is Barnabas. He's a fantastic little fellow that I met just outside. He's going to help us navigate this hedge maze since, time is of the essence and all that.
That's lovely, dear.
You can see him at the top of the maze, and he regards you with silence.
I hand Garbo a quill. And I'm like, go out there real quick, will you? And he flies up.
Mm-hmm.
Your cat can
a
fly?
couple 100 feet.
He had a wing. He's flying
Scans
the whole
over the
time.
hedge maze. Comes back down. And I'm like, now draw it for me, could you? And he sketches.
Okay. See, I didn't make a
This is the
handout
most
of the
capable
maze.
familiar I have ever met.
I mean, it's good
Oh,
to
I-
have contingency plans, you know?
The most familiars I think you'll find are pretty much like him. Very wise, don't you know?
Okay, I think what I want to do in this case, I didn't prepare a handout for the drawing of the maze, although there is one in the adventure. Tell you what I do. I'm just going to drop dynamic lighting, since you know what to expect and know what to see. Know what you're going to see.
After you do for us and everything.
No, it's fine. Boop. That's what he tells you.
Oh, we can see the
Mhm.
tokens if you want to hide and move.
No.
Oh, well, he can see
They're
them.
totally visible, yeah. They're not hiding.
He's up there. I can communicate telepathically with him at all times.
Well, do we just speed run it then?
Let's scoot on through.
Let's move.
All right.
It help us fit the final encounter in too.
Just to be clear, can we just go around it? Like, is there space around this maze?
No.
Okay.
No.
The answer's no.
Trying to be clear.
You'd think it would be possible, but it's not.
Come on, Grandma.
All right. I know there's something ahead, so should I be stealthy?
I mean, you can hear Helga coming from a town away, so. But it might work for you. You may get the hop on him. I mean, the jump on him. I mean, you may surprise him.
Oh no!
I give you like this most serious side eye ever when you say that. Like, did you do that on purpose?
As the Minotaur's walking around with hooves, it's like,
Well, you are walking on relatively soft ground. It's it's dirt that you're walking on. So
Your
All right.
fur's a little orange there. OCL. It's a good look. I like it.
It is not a good look.
It should be complete. I'm gonna.
You missed a spot.
Helga is troubled.
All right. On three, we go.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, then go, or okay.
Someone said go.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
okay, then everybody roll initiative.
Chunky boy.
Did we
Ooh.
get a short rest in or not?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Mira didn't want to give you any time to do that.
Doopy.
this is time sensitive.
That's right. Okay, let me see. Let me add
How taller is the hedge?
Ray and they're like 10, 15 feet high, something like that. Let's say 15. And let's see, let me add.
Actually, my familiar should be able to help me with initiative rolls.
Oh yeah?
Mechanically, anyway.
Needs to be in here still, Kevin.
Figure
Yeah.
he was up there looking around.
I mean, you could roll it at advantage, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Keeping the 9.
Okay. 9 and Lorray got a 17. Descending, and there we go. All right, so first is Vladimir.
Oh shoot! How did that happen?
I don't know.
All right, so I'm gonna go with what I know best, which is using my crossbow for right now, even though he has spells. This has been working well. So I will shoot at the viney one, right?
Okay.
Right there in the front. I don't know if an 11 hits, but not a lot of damage.
It doesn't. Your bolt goes into the hedge behind it. Never to
Oops.
be seen again.
That's it.
Okay.
Oh,
Lorray.
actually, I'll
Okay.
move this way.
Alrighty.
Give others more room.
So it's 10 feet of movement or 15 to get here because I have to.
It's 10.
Do you count hard corners as okay? So 10, 15, 20. Stick with what works. Create bonfire between them. Dexterity
Okay.
saving throws.
Okay, so the plumpkin passed. The jumpkin did not.
Okay, so he will take 4 points of fire damage. That is my action. I'm not in starry form, so I can't do the bonus action I've been doing. I've got 10 feet of movement left. I'm going to go ahead and charge them and brace my shield. And I'm not going to go prone, but I am going to kneel down so that there is line of sight over the top of my head since
Okay.
I'm so tall. That is my turn.
Okay. Marius.
All right. Let's see. It's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20. So where is this corner at? Can I see around here, or do I need to move up to here?
It's a hedge maze. You could probably lean over and see around that, yeah.
All right. And from here, I will shoot the jumpkin.
Okay.
Mm.
Another Another arrow lost to the hedge.
Hold on. Is it worth it?
Probably not for just a couple of these guys.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that'll be it.
Okay.
So,
In that case,
and I will take us. Let's see. That's gonna be 5, 10, 15, 20. That'll be my full movement to move back there.
what is your AC there, Lorray?
It is 16.
Okay. So it's gonna take a step out of your bonfire, and then it is going to slash you with its vines,
That's rude.
and you're gonna take. So I finally rolled something other than a 2 or a 4. You're gonna take 8 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh boy. All right. Okay, we'll do this one. 14.
That passes. So the vines try to encircle you after you take the slashing damage, but you're able to break out of them. But it's still right in your face, and it's like with its jack-o'-lantern mouth.
Ooh.
Helga.
Helga casts Firebolt.
Okay.
Not sure if that's a shock to anybody. Could be casting Magic Missile. Wouldn't be doing fire damage.
Hmm.
No? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Only a 3.
The bolt goes over Lorray's head. It goes over the jumpkin, and it singes the hedge.
Oh, sorry. The to hit roll, to clarify, was so high that I didn't even feel the need to mention it.
Oh, okay. So it's 3 points of damage.
Yeah,
I
22 to hit,
I see.
which I just didn't say, and then I rolled 3 for damage.
I see. Okay, so Lorray, this thing is, the vines are going around you and you're breaking them apart, and then you see a bolt of light go into the pumpkin's mouth, and the inside of its head is bursting with flames, but it's still trying to grab you.
Ah, that's worse.
Is that it, Helga?
Yes.
All right then, OCL.
I move up to the corner and say, you've got a little bit of orange on you, over to Lorray. And then from here, I will throw a dart.
Okay.
Because it is a bit of a log jam there.
I thought you were gonna say something like "Aren't you glad I'm here?"
That is a 15 for
Okay.
7 points of piercing.
Ooh, on a dart, nice.
So Lorray, first the firebolt goes into it, and its head bursts into flames, and it's still snapping at you. And then OCL's dart hits it. It goes still, and it falls backwards into the bonfire that you left there.
Huh. Okay, that works.
The smell of
I didn't
roasting
know-
pumpkin fills the air.
I didn't how to do vicious mockery is. Yeah.
Papitos.
Delicious.
Pumpkin muffins.
I am going to, because that bonfire's still going, I'm gonna move back because I'm the fastest one here, so I can catch up to the group.
Okay. Next
boy.
is the plumpkin, who's going to lumber towards you, Lorray.
No longer something in the way.
And it leans over you because you're still kind of kneeling down, right? It leans over you. Its large, bulbous, misshapen head is leering in your face. You can see the rotten pumpkin guts leaking out a corner of its mouth, and it goes. It starts to get a little bigger, and it explodes all over you.
Oh.
So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, great. Okay.
That's probably
That's fine.
one of your strong suits.
See, if I knew how to make a druid, it might be
Oh, that's right. You're a
first
druid.
druid. Baby's first druid.
It's okay.
It's not good. It's not.
You'll be fine.
It's 8.
8. Okay, so you're gonna take
Oh, did I mention
6
all-
points of poison damage as these rotting pumpkin guts just explode all over you, and it's also on the ground in the square that I drew.
Hey Desmond, you remember what this means?
I do.
And when it does that, it dies.
Oh.
Obviously.
Well, huh?
Hmm.
I did it.
It really
Did you?
stinks too.
I take back my snarky remarks about your previous troubles with this stuff. It is
You ever
quite vile.
you ever left a jack-o'-lantern on your stoop like well
Oh,
into
yeah.
November, and you gotta get a shovel to throw it away? Yeah,
What?
that's what
Yeah.
it smells like.
This is. Huh.
Helga can prestidigitation the pumpkin guts away 1 foot at a time.
Thank you.
And then as we inch around the wall,
Okay. It doesn't do anything
Keep
to you
that
when
up.
you step in it. It's just like difficult terrain.
okay, but she still doesn't want to step in it, so
I
she's
don't
still
blame
gonna.
I'm gonna cast a first level cure wounds on myself because I am how the kids like to say, fucked up.
Okay. Well, you have solved the riddle of the hedge maze. So as you get to the exit of the maze, unless you wanted to deal with these guys over here, it's up to you.
No thanks.
Okay. Are you going to try to stealth by? What do you want to do
Oh,
for
we can
that?
try.
Okay. Everybody roll a stealth check for me.
This is like the one character I did not take stealth in.
Let's see how fast it is to don medium armor.
Wow. Okay, so Marius, we'll just do it in order. Marius makes it past, no problem. He sneaks past.
Only
the
takes
munchkins.
5 minutes.
You can hear them going "Nyah, nyah, 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 nyah," as you
OCL got an 8.
as you tiptoe past them.
Stealth. Oh, sorry. I was too busy doing my healing stuff.
Vladimir as well makes it past.
Can I
no
cast Pass
problem.
Without a Trace? Is it too late to do
Oh.
that?
No,
Sorry, I was
No,
doing
you
my
can-
healing.
you can do that.
Okay. It'll take my other second level slot, but I really don't want to have to deal with them.
Okay, so everybody gets a plus 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Marius is like the wind. He now has a 31 to stealth. Even OCL passed it.
Now.
Wow. Okay, so
Helga, real quick before she goes through,
uh-huh.
is going to lift her arms up above her head and then snap her fingers, and an enormous amount of pots and pans and cooking implements, knives, forks, plates, just sort of sloughs out from under her cloak and dress.
Okay.
And she gathers it up into her backpack, and that's her doffing her armor there,
Aha.
which she can do in one action because it's cast off armor.
Okay. So after that, you are all able to sneak past the munchkins. You can hear their pumpkin teeth gnashing together, like with a wet smacking sound as you go by. And that brings you to the exit of the maze. So I'm just going to put you on the next map.
She's going to go ahead and put all this stuff back.
Ooh. Animation.
So,
It's fancy.
as you approach the graveyard, there is a path to the graveyard that is in a spiral shape, but in the center there is a orange and purple cloud.
Well, this is fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I do make sure to still leave the the traits I promised Barnabas, even though he was made obsolete.
But this is no longer tall maze. This is just we see the path and we see the graves and
Yes,
everything.
yes. You're out of the hedge maze, yes.
Are all
It's just
these
a path.
pumpkins actually around?
Yes,
The ones on the map?
yes.
Well,
I'm not scared at all.
insight check.
Before you is a normal-looking graveyard. A few papercraft ghosts and some lit jack-o'-lanterns decorate the area. What's less normal is the enormous swirling vortex of mist and cloud that comes to a point in the center of the graveyard. As you watch, a being starts to materialize amongst the orange and purple fog. Let me just materialize this here being. The being
Oh,
takes the
Jack.
form of a pumpkin, but not just any pumpkin. He is wearing a ragged suit, and atop his head is a worn top hat.
It's Jack.
A booming voice echoes throughout the graveyard. The eyes glow brighter with every word. Good evening. My name is Jack.
Aren't you just the most adorable little thing in the world?
You
I'd
was
like to
actually
take
very
you home
polite.
and put you up in my grandson's room. That is the. You are just precious, you.
Very polite.
I was a necromancer in Hallow's End once. I performed a ritual to grant myself eternal life. My soul is bound here. I've been dead a long time, I think. This is my 100th visit, maybe more. The veil between the material and astral planes is thin here. On this night each year I can pass through it, but only in this accursed state. And I can bring others with me, for a time. He gestures around him, and...
Wait, you said you did this last year? Every year? Yo,
The
that lady
lantern
was
light.
lying.
The lantern light and the faith of the mortals keeps me out of the village. We only wish to return, and if we can't, then we'll have to bring all of you with us.
Mm-hmm.
I
don't
think the
guess you
people
would want to do
love
that.
the history of this town enough to welcome you with open arms if you weren't coming with such hostile and aggressive intent. And I look pointedly at the pumpkin closest to me.
They're not moving, by the way. They're just standing there, kind of swaying from side to side.
I turned back and I said, I told you they just wanted to have fun at the festival. Started to kill them.
Well, Mr. Jack, if you just stay here and keep your friends with you, no harm should come to the villagers, and we can call it a day.
Oh, no. You see, the village must go. They put me in this place.
Is that like the royal
Oh.
they, or is there someone particular?
I suppose they must be long dead by now.
Oh.
You're
Well-
taking revenge on people that have done you no wrong.
Is this whole scenes of the father, mother thing?
Is
So-
any of
Jack-
this?
Why did they put you in the ground to begin with? What's the crime you were accused of?
They thought necromancy was a bad idea.
That's
Well,
all.
I can't really agree with them there. I've caused a couple of necromancers better myself every now and then. Well, I can't agree with you there because I've cast a couple of necromancy spells myself every now and then.
Ah, all right.
Is that-
Well, yeah. See,
Sorry about that.
Well, it seems we're at a bit of an impasse then.
Yeah, is any of this getting through? Is he just sort of smiling pumpkinishly at us?
When he says that they must be long dead by now, he looks uncertain.
Jack, the village back there really celebrates this Souls Night thing, and you yourself are quite an impressive spectacle. If you would treat these current villagers peaceably, I'm sure they would enjoy having you about. I'm sure you would bring even more exciting adventure to their seasonal celebration. But we can't let you go about hurting anyone that ain't done you no wrong.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
Guidance.
Can I help with that?
Yeah, you were talking to you. Or OCL,
Fellow necromancer.
if he so wishes.
Oh.
Did you get a 19, a natural 20?
A 2
No,
and a 3.
I took. How did you know that?
I have no idea.
I am going to retroactively make that a 16.
Oh, okay.
16
Oh,
on
you're
the
a
die.
divination wizard.
Yes.
So that plus 4 then from my guidance.
20.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
It's my favorite class.
Perhaps
Well,
it is
except for Bard.
time for me to leave this plane once and for all. Will you help me in a ritual
Absolutely.
So
Love
that-
rituals.
so that I do not return like this every year on this night?
All right.
Sure and certain.
What do we have to do?
All you must do is smash all of these jack-o'-lanterns you see lying around.
That'd be
Insight
it.
check in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds
same.
too.
Sure, go ahead.
Guidance.
I make a very snarky comment about trying to avoid the war on Wayward Souls night, but it lands terribly.
23.
19.
He has a odd way of talking and odd mannerisms and things. Not that you're not something you'd be used to, but you don't have any reason to doubt him. I mean, you have a reason, but not after that check. No.
Strange request, but I think we can handle you even if things don't go as you say.
Helga just totters over to pumpkins and starts whacking them
Nice.
with her big staff.
Okay.
My simple melee weapon is a light hammer, so I go full Gallagher.
I pull out my hammer.
Okay. So
My light
everyone,
hammer.
Remember, you must get them all.
so everybody, roll an investigation check for me. Let's do a group check.
Oh.
Okay. So
Wow.
again, my passive investigation is 21.
Excellent.
So is this
Guide
when we
myself
get
on
like
this.
a Smashing Pumpkins soundtrack going?
Oh man, I wish I could, but YouTube and all.
21. I rolled
Okay.
another 18.
We got a 21. We got an 8. We got a 15.
Another 15.
We got a 15. And what did you get, Kevin?
21. I rolled
21.
lower than my passive. So.
Okay, so as a group, you are higher than the DC. So you're able to find all the pumpkins in the graveyard, except the last one is difficult to find. Jack is leering at you as you walk across the graveyard until you finally find the last one, which is kind of obscured by the orange smoke. And he almost looks a little disappointed when you break it. But as he does, or as you do, he looks around at you.
Well, at least I won't have to look like this anymore.
And then the smoke, these pumpkins are off to the side. It dissipates and goes into the sky.
Anything left behind of Jack?
No.
Does he turn into a prince?
All
he
that's,
turn
I'm
into a
waiting.
carriage?
I'm waiting like a bell. Like, it's you.
all that's left behind is a shabby top hat sitting on a gravestone.
Probably good idea to leave that there, respectful like.
Pull out my other gumdrop. And I just put it on the headstone.
But it's such a
Everyone
nice
should have
box.
candy on Souls Night.
It's
Leave my
so-
flowers from my ears.
What's the
Well-
name on his gravestone? Is there a surname or is it just Jack?
Oh,
Jack the
Hallow?
Necromancer.
Oh,
Yep,
lantern.
Jack the Necromancer is what it said.
Wasn't
was
it Hallow
Irish.
earlier?
Hallow Jack.
Jack Hallow?
Hallow Jack, yeah, that was his name. On your return with the good news, a
Well,
cheer erupts. Mira names the party members, you, as honorary guests at Hallow's End, and you all get free thrall-inclusive passes for life.
Yay!
That's wonderful.
With the threat
Exactly.
banished, the fair resumes and the festive atmosphere returns. With Hallow Jack gone, the villagers of Hallow's End can rest soundly, but they make extra sure to have a lantern out every festival of Wayward Souls, just in case. The end.
Hooray!
Oh, way to go,
Happy
everybody.
Halloween, everybody.
Happy
Yeah!
Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy
James,
Halloween!
that was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you
Yes,
to
thank
the
you.
Pocket
was
Workshop.
cute.
Once again, that is thepocketworkshop.co.uk if you want to run this for yourself. If you need a short adventure to play with your players one night for the festivities of Halloween.
That was so good.
Very nice.
Well
done,
done,
everybody.
Pocket Workshop.
Yeah, I thought it was a fun little, delightful little adventure. And also, the Pocket Workshop sells dice and miniatures and other things, so you should really check their website out.
Very cool.
Players, thank you for playing.
DM,
DM, thank you
running.
for DMing.
Thank you for running.
Roll20,
great
thank you for
time.
sponsoring us.
Thank you, Roll20.
And most importantly, thank you, viewers.
Yes, thank you for watching,
Yes.
viewers.
Make sure you watch our extra live stream on November 6th. We're going
Yeah.
midnight to midnight.
It's going to get weird.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
I'm actually going to be free that night.
Are you? Well, we
Yes.
are looking for extra players.
My
so-
wife is going to be out of town, and my normal D&D group on that Sunday is going to be canceled.
Oh, no.
So yeah, I'll be free all weekend.
We'll keep that in mind.
I'll order a bunch of pizza and I'll play all 24 hours.
Awesome.
Yeah!
Awesome. So once again, thank you for coming, and we'll see you next time.
Take care, everybody.
Happy spooky
Okay.
season!
Yeah. Take care.